It's time to roll, time to slay, time to loot. Grab your dice, ready up, let's go!
Previously on the Chronicles of Celestria, dawn came to the Grove of Luna, not with birdsong, but with the echo of a horn. At the gate stood a lone druid of Solara, ashen, tear-stricken, her robes scorched and torn. She collapsed into the grove, her words trembling. A lich has struck. Shadows cloaked in flame. Our sun-blessed trees blackened, our pools befouled. Those raised their souls bled white. The death curse is upon us. A name passed her lips. Morgrith. Leora Greenleaf's voice cut the silence. So it is true. Solara bleeds, as Luna does. The balance cracks on both sides. Leora told you all to take Miriala's words to Soren Ironroot. Tell him the crow has torn Luna's song, and that a lich now poisons Solara's light. If the wardens do not act as one, none will live to see the next full moon. The grove armed the seven with tokens of gratitude, including a silver-fanged dagger, a moonlit cloak, and blessings spoken in trembling voices. And so they left, Flinigan's clover coach rolling once more towards Sylvanthal. One or two party members noticed that crows occasionally shadowed the road. By the fire that night, Zelentrus unburdened himself. He spoke of Stonehaven's massacre, of blood spilled for his hand. Diego, shaken, heard echoes of faces he had known previously. Then the stone was revealed. A whispering relic, plain to most, but under Ashira's true sight, its green runes flared with 12-sided hunger. I must learn what it is, Zelentrus said. The others listened warily. Strange omens marked the road ahead, an altar that gave and then vanished. Two great stags that watched too closely, and again, the shadow of a crow. Then a dusk fell. As dusk fell, firelight ahead drew Ashira to see two great Terramoran Yakutus that shifted in their tethers. Familiar as family, she leapt from the carriage, racing toward a tent she knew as well as home. There sat the Argents, Remus, staff in hand, Seamus at the fire, Anifi with a babe in her arms, and Arya, her sister, rising at the sight of her. Ashira, Remus said, his voice grave but warm. The road brings you home again. This is episode 14 of the Chronicles of Celestria, Embers of Anarchy. We start today where we left off last time. I'm not 100% today, so bear with me. But I will let you know that you've all arrived on the side of the road here. Behind you, Flinigan is currently pulling the ropes off the carriage and heading down this way as well, so he'll be coming up behind you fairly soon, as you all sort of stepped out of the carriage and headed off to the roadside here, where there's a couple campfires sort of spread adjacently across this hill. Ashira, you know that the carriage that to your left as you step in is your family's. You see your father, Seamus, to your left. Grumble and Snort, the two Terramoran Yakutus that you grew up with, to your right. On the hill you see Remus, your grandfather, looking at you with staff in his hand as he welcomes you in. And atop, you see your mother, Anifi, with baby in her arms, and your sister, Arya. What do you guys do?
Ashira will turn back to the group, who I'm assuming is caught up to her since running away from the wagon.
Guys, I'm so sorry. This is my family. Can we spend the night here? I'm gonna go say hi.
And starts darting off.
I just look at Diego.
Yes.
No, I'll mention to you later. But
Oh, okay.
it's just weird timing, you know.
No,
they're
this is
close.
great.
Yeah,
No,
I didn't know they were this close to us.
Well, neither did I, but these are great people. We should really mingle. I need to go say hello to our folks.
You should, yeah. You should go introduce yourself to them again. Yeah, I
Oh,
agree.
it's not an introduction. It's reunion. Shed many a
agree.
drink.
Zal
Right.
puts his hand on Mirabelle's shoulder and just kind of gives her a soft, comforting smile.
What is this? Thank you, Zal. What's the meaning of this?
Well, you know, he just had the palm reading and
Yes.
it's okay. And Zal just walks forward.
Oh, as it sort of dawns on her, you don't actually think that he thinks that I think that no.
What are we talking about?
Area vernacular.
What is happening?
It's a lot of family.
Maybe Diego thinks that Ashira's sister is his soulmate or on the path of love or whatever it was.
Why would he think that?
Because of the palm reading.
Palm reading.
Oh, were
You're
you
not
not
paying
there?
attention to the palm reading?
Oh, I had a massive hangover.
Still?
Ow!
So Ashira did a palm reading for Diego, and she said that love might have been closer to him than he realizes. And all of a sudden, we meet Ashira's sister again, someone who he slept with earlier. So
Ooh.
maybe you know, yeah.
Oh, well,
interesting.
Maybe it is true love or something. I don't know.
All I'm gonna say is if someone believes that they've found true love, they should fight for it.
You're not suggesting this right here.
I'm just saying love's important.
I think
You should fight. You should fight for your love. Fight for your love.
What are you talking about? It's not.
As you guys have this sort of conversation, as you're heading up behind, Ashira's run on ahead. Diego, with a bit of a skip in his step for one of the first days in the last 2 weeks, is also heading on up with Judge at his side. Ashira, as you step towards your father, Seamus, the fire crackles as you sort of step in, and the light of the fire hits your face. And as you look over, you see that your father, Seamus, looks up from a kettle that's in his hands, his eyes widening. The ladle still in his hand, and for a heartbeat, he says nothing, just takes in seeing you. The silence feels heavy, and it's almost like a storm waiting to break, before he then goes, "By the nine, Ashira, you're whole, you're here. I thought the road had swallowed you whole, like it swallowed so many. Come here, girl," as he opens his arms and brings you in for a very embracing hug and holds you. There's a furrow in his brow, for the rest of you who come up behind him would see, as his voice hardens, and he moves you away, sort of grabs both your arms. "Why didn't you send word? Your mother's been sick. With worry, we've all been."
Well, firstly, hello. It's so good to see you. I'm glad we're here in time for tea. But I spoke to Granddad 2 days ago.
You look thin, too thin. Have you been eating? Gods above, Ashira. You've no idea how much we prayed for
Sometimes.
you to come back to us.
Well, I'm sorry to say, but I'm not here to stay. This is a coincidence. But I was hoping that me and my friends who I've made, you might recognize one or two, maybe one,
Diego.
could stay the night.
Seamus, you sly dog! And I go in with to dab him up as I walk on
And
over
I'd say
to
the
him.
two of you sort of cross hands, maybe bump shoulders. He's really happy to see you.
It has been a while. I hope you can still hold your liquor like the last time, because we got some
Diego.
booze.
It was always a pleasure to have you here. Look, it's great to have you all. Ashira, any friend of yours is welcome to stay here, of course. And if you want to stay more than one night, you're more than welcome. We'd love to have you, especially I'm sure your sister would love to have the help, in getting Quinn back from Anifi. She's been quite...
How has she been?
Who, Anifi or Quinn?
Quinn.
Little devil. She's been brilliant. She's been fantastic. She's growing bigger every day. There's a horn coming through as well. You'll have to see her. She's just there. You want to go say hi?
Of course, I am.
Sorry, Ashira. Sir, you don't have to wear your armor. Sorry, I don't know. Who's this friend of yours, Ashira? As he gestures to Judge, who is this basic hulking suit of armor like Warforged walking in behind Diego.
This is Judge, but he can speak for himself. Right, Judge?
It's good to meet you, sir. Your daughter spoke very highly of you.
That's surprising. You telling them about me, Ashira? Ash, come on now. You don't have to tell them everything, okay? Look, we're more than happy to have as many of... How many are you? 7?
There are 7.
Are they with you in the corner there?
Well,
Guys, come
and
over.
also Flanagan and 2 goats. We have spare hay, yeah?
Well, we always have spare hay. It's the more merry, the more merrier you have. It's fine. Come, please, come sit. Ashira, Ash, you must go talk to Remus. He wanted to speak to you. I think he tried to the other day, but it was strange because you weren't there. I don't know how he did that. But maybe you heard him. I know he wants to talk to you, so it's fantastic to see you, my darling.
Okay, I will leave you with my friends, and I trust you to give them good places for the night.
Don't be silly. I have all the space here. Look at this fire, and I was working on a stew, so I can cook for maybe more than 2. 7 of you. Okay, and do you eat stew? I will cook you some anyways, Mr. Judge. No worries. Come. As all of you can see, he's welcoming you towards the campfire behind him. He sort of nods to each of you as you step past. What do you do?
I immediately walk on over next to Seamus's wagon and just dump my stuff down, similar to what I did the last time we were here. And I sort of just dump my stuff down, start getting a few bits out, and just start getting comfortable within the camp setting. I know that these guys set up in particular ways, and I sort of follow suit in memory of last time of putting my stuff where it would be best suited for the gang.
Very nice. Yeah. You sort of make yourself comfortable, make yourself at home. The rest of you see this. Diego just looks like he's almost lounging around, lifting boxes and things. Yeah. What are the rest of you
Even to
do?
the point of it's clearly Seamus's he's got a box of fruit or something, and I'm just oh, and I just reach in and help myself. I'm very at home here. I feel very comfortable.
Sylas is a bit awkwardly standing behind Diego, trying to figure out how to behave around these people because he has no clue. Eventually popping his head around hello, mister. It's nice to meet you. My name is Sylas. I'm a friend of Ashira.
Ah, Sylas, as he goes to hug you. It's great to see you. Welcome.
Very awkward.
Welcome. Wow. You're very handsome for an elf.
Thank
You are elven?
Yes?
Yes. Welcome. It's good to see you. Any friend of Ashira is welcome here anytime. Come. And who might you meet, my darling?
Enchanté.
Enchanté. Mirabelle Moreau. Is that the Stonehaven accent I hear?
Yes, it is. I grew up there.
I love this city so much. Welcome, as he goes to hug you. And yeah, he puts his arms around you. Each of you who go up to him, he's very forward and very open. He's obviously very happy to see you all and gives each of you a hug as you come in. Does anybody want anything to eat? Maybe something to drink? I'm cooking a stew as we speak. No?
Do you require help? I mean, I'd love some stew, but if you need any help cooking it, I'll be more than happy to help you.
You're way too kind. This hospitality is my job, no? Welcome. Look, I will say, every now and then I have trouble with the fire, and Remus is a bit busy. Normally he would help me, but maybe you could help me? I don't know. You seem like you have a bit of a fiery spirit yourself.
Leave that to me.
Oh,
And I'll
perfect.
go help him with the fire.
Perfect. As you can see that the campfire behind him is flickering slightly, but it's got like a stovetop above it that's not quite bubbling. Sort of a cauldron with what appears to be a mixture of stew and things, but it's just flat because it hasn't heated up yet. The rest of you.
Sir, do you need
Put
help?
juice flame on it.
Perfect. As you do, yeah, it sort of picks up and he looks at you. Ah, you're welcome to stay as long as you like. Sorry, Judge, Mr. Judge. Mr. Judge?
Just judge is fine.
Judge,
do you
just
need
judge.
do you need me anywhere to keep a watch out for things or keep an eye out anywhere?
You can look at anything you want to look at. It's a free country, right? At least when we're
Right,
on
but
the
I
road.
mean more so pulling security around here, make sure everything's fine. Do you need me to post up anywhere specifically?
Perhaps. He looks to you, dear. Perhaps we could maybe you could take a seat by the fire. Somebody needs to watch the stew.
The stew.
Yes.
Maybe Judge could stand and watch the show. He has a bad time with sitting.
Oh no, that's fine. Of course, anywhere you want.
I'll just walk the perimeter. It's okay. And
Okay.
Judge is gonna start just walking walk around the outside of the area.
Wow. Okay.
Diego,
Personal
Diego,
bodyguard.
what does he mean with he stands guard and watches everything?
Oh, he watches everything that happens in the night. So, if you are traveling around camp or go for a piss, make sure you have your back to him.
Oh.
Wait, you haven't...
Can he hear stuff too?
Can he what? Hear conversations? Yes.
Yes?
He hears everything said.
Oh.
Why, what have you said in front of him?
No, nothing, but it's good to know, actually.
What were you planning to say in front of him? Or even more?
That's not of your concern.
But
it's good to know that he can actually observe stuff when he should be asleep.
You look a little pale. Here. And I reach into the barrel of fruit again and pull out a pear, and I'm like, take this. And just throw it at Sylas.
I catch it.
Giggles.
And I'll take a bite.
Seamus, before I go, we'll have to play some dice later, if you're up for it. Last time you took a lot of money from me.
Aye. Can we use my dice? Of course.
Okay. See you in a bit. And Diego.
Yes, please, make yourself at home. Everybody, there's plenty of space around the campfire. And if you're cold, we have blankets as well. It's just make yourselves at home. And who might you be, sir? As he looks to you, Zell at the back.
Zell's got his head down with his hood up.
Mm-hmm.
He's a little bit nervous, considering he is an Aasimar in a camp of tieflings. And he doesn't know necessarily what the reaction's going to be, but he kind of lifts his head, pulls his hood back slightly and says, nice to meet you, sir. My name is Zell.
Zell! Welcome, Zell! A friend of Ashira is more than welcome here. He wants to give you a hug. And he reaches around you.
Zell, you can see the tension kind of leave Zell's shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes in and he accepts the hug. It's been a day of building community.
Yes, it's wonderful to have you here. If you'd like anything to eat or drink, make yourself at home by the fire with the others. We can catch up over dinner, I'm sure. And
it's been a little while since I've seen Diego this happy, so I imagine you must be very lovely people indeed.
We know Diego from a long time ago. Well, not too long ago, but he was lovely. I'm sure he still is. Perhaps he'll play some tunes by the fire, like he did last time for us. Maybe we'll see. And who might you be, sir? Welcome. Another friend of Ashira's?
Well, I guess we all are. I'm Elirr. How do you do?
Elirr. What a very interesting name. It's great to see you. Welcome. I'm very good. My name is Seamus, by the way. Sorry, everybody. I didn't introduce myself. I'm Seamus Argent. I'm Ashira's father. Welcome. Come. And he tries to hug around you with like your wings and stuff. It's nice to see. We don't see many Aarakocra. Even when we
Well-
travel on the road, the only place I know of any is Aethria, which we're actually heading there soon.
Have you seen many Aarakocra on the road?
On the road? Nah, well, normally they're above the road, but we do see them occasionally in the sky flying. I wish we could do that, but unfortunately, we're not like the Cambians. We can't do that. But yeah, come, join us. As he gestures to the fireplace. Yeah, as I would say, Ashira, as you were the first one to head up, what is it that you're doing as you approach? Do you run up to your grandfather?
Well, I wouldn't run at him, but I would sort of, speed walk at him.
Mm-hmm. And as you walk up towards him, I would say that you can see that the fire next to him crackles low, and for a moment everything sort of feels a bit still. And as you lean forward towards him, you hear he says, Ashira, it is so good to see you again, Ashira. Welcome home. Come, as he goes to give you a hug. But you can see that he looks quite frail. He's obviously quite aged. And he sort of stumbles towards you to give you a hug. But yeah, he says hello to you. It's so good to have you
More frail
back.
than before?
Yeah,
just
you would
plain amount?
notice that he's looking a little bit more frail. It took him a bit longer to walk towards you than it would have done previously. Almost like maybe his joints are a bit sore, like he's getting on. And he sort of, Ashira, come. And he embraces you and holds you.
Yeah, and she obviously she embraces him back, and she goes, "Oh, are you okay? Has the road been long?"
Well, I'm getting older, and it's sometimes you have this problem where these bones, they don't work like they used to, only so much magic I can do. Try and fix things. Nothing really helps with the joint pain. Well,
You better make sure they help you set up a good comfy bed every night. It will help
oh,
you.
no. Seamus is very kind. Look, as you can see, and you see behind him, it looks like a double bed has been set up in his tent, which looks almost a little bit too difficult to get into, because it's so high off the ground. It looks really padded. Seamus is treating me fine. He's a good boy. But look, Ash, it's fantastic to see you, and welcome back. Tell me, what brought you here? Did you message me the other day? I messaged you back, but I don't even know if it was you who sent it.
Well, I said elephant show. Who else says that?
This is true. That's why I messaged you. But hey, you never know.
But no, this wasn't planned. This is coincidence. But it's good to see you. I have so many questions for you.
Oh, you have questions for me? No, that's fine. That we can talk about that thing over the fireplace. I think Seamus is making stew as we speak.
Do you need to speak to me in private, or can we get everybody together on the fire?
Well, I have been meaning to talk to you maybe before the others come. Firstly, are you okay? How's things? Are you well? You're looking healthy.
It's been a very active few weeks, I must say. But I'm okay. It's just I have not yet returned with the heirloom. I'm afraid I'm not done yet.
Yes, well, I think we should
fact-
talk about this heirloom that we have.
I think we do.
I think, Ash, one of the things I want to talk to you about is magic. It just, as you know, I'm quite attuned to it. The other day, magic feels wrong. The threads unravel, and we actually stopped here because I felt it. The world is bending and it's changing. As it once did,
You
or it
felt
was
it?
said. I'm very attuned to magic energies. Well, we can talk about that as well. But as you know, it is said that this feeling happened once previously during the convergence. So I feel there's something unseen, maybe tugging at the weave, and I fear we Argent are tangled in this weave more than I know.
I have so much to tell you that will shine some light on this, but to be honest, my friends were all there. It's not just me. We're all entangled in this together, so perhaps we can all tell you around the fire.
Yes, I think that is I think that's the way to do things. You must go see your sister. Arya has been talking about you since you left. But actually, before I forget, in this memory these days, wait 1 sec. As you see, he turns around, he bends down, and he sort of reaches down and picks up what looks like a stone with a rune that's been carved onto it. Ashira, one of the things that I didn't give you the last time when you left, because you left in such a hurry, was this sending stone. So I feel, I don't really like getting whispers on the wind from random druids I don't know. So I figured I'd give you a stone next I saw you. So this is for you. As he opens out his palm, and you see there's a sending stone in the center of it with sort of a rune on it. You will only be able to send a short message. I believe I taught you how to use these when you were younger. But yes, here you go. As he puts it out towards you. Do you take the sending stone?
Of course. It is once a day, if I remember correctly.
Yes, yes, you're right. Look, this. I want you to know that as long as you hold this stone, for your blood, for your line, so you may never walk alone. You have family. You have us to call on when you need us.
Thank you. Though I think when you hear what we have to tell you, that perhaps you might want to protect yourself rather than get into more trouble.
I suppose we'll have to wait and see. And you can see that he sort of looks to you and he nods towards you and winks a little bit and sort of steps up to go head down to see the others as he gestures for you to go up to your mother and your sister up top. I'll be down with Seamus.
As Ashira steps to just down there, she like sort of hangs over the edge and goes, Diego or Dad, I don't care. Make sure he gets back up okay?
Ashira, I'm fine.
And like points at her granddad.
Hush, Ash, I'm fine. Don't be silly.
She starts heading up the stairs.
As the rest of you would see, if you look to where Ashira was, a gentleman steps to the edge, and I would say anybody with sort of arcane magics would know what he casts is essentially a Misty Step down to the level below.
Zell, as he heard what Ashira said, got up to go and help, and then sees this guy just Misty Step right in front of me and goes, oh, okay. Hi.
And he appears, sort of a swirl of magic appears up top and then down below as he just pops up. Oh, Seamus, the smell is brilliant. Give me a moment, I'll be there. As he continues to walk slowly over towards you guys. In the meantime, before we come back to Ashira, I've noticed that Sylas has made his way towards the Terramoran Yakutus. What is it that Sylas is up to?
Not much, because Sylas is just interested in this kind of animal. He has never seen them before, probably. So he's just interested in seeing a new animal. I'm not gonna talk to him. I was just interested in how they look like. Maybe some behavior if they were not asleep, but they are asleep. So I'm just kind of studying them for how they look like.
So I will tell you that as you're looking at them, there is two very big, shaggy, fluffy-looking yaks. Basically, imagine a yak, so like a very large sort of bull cow covered in fur, but then times that by 3. These things are massive. They're absolutely huge. And the two of them take up at least 3 or 4 people's lengths. They're massive, and they've got really big, long horns. The two of them are both there sound asleep. One of them has a bubble occasionally coming out of his nose. The other one has his tongue leaning out the side slightly. They look a bit knackered. But yeah, that's what you see.
Yeah. I'm not going to disturb sleeping animals, so I'm just leave him be for now, and going back to the party.
Perfect. The rest of you, what have you been up to whilst Ashira was having this brief exchange with her grandfather?
Diego, what do we do? You just put your backs down, or do we just
Oh, just find a spot. They don't care where you stay, as long as, you don't encroach on someone's section, but you'll be fine anywhere. Anywhere around this campfire will be fine.
So,
Diego, we haven't played together before.
What do you mean?
And Zel will take out his pan flute.
Oh! You're right. No, we haven't. Should we maybe wait for everyone to come around, and then maybe we should? Judge was a pretty good drum, meaning himself. So maybe the 3 of us could be a trifecta at the campfire. But before I do anything, and I reach into my pouch and pull out 2 gold, and I walk up to Remus and I say, well, looks like you win, Remus. And I put 2 gold into his hand. I say, you were right. The next time I stumbled upon your campsite, you would still be alive, you old dog. And I tap him on the shoulder.
Diego, it's so good to have you back here. Do you want to put another wager on? Maybe we double it this time, seeing as I have the coins.
What are you thinking? As long as it's not to do with your magical prowess, because we know you're quite talented.
Well,
quite. And he smiles.
I always liked you, Diego.
Most do. I like you too, Remus. No, come. And I take his arm and I'll guide him towards the campfire to sit down.
Perfect. Yeah, as you sort of help him to maybe sit down on the other side underneath sort of the tent area over here. Yeah. Is anyone else doing anything in the interim as Ashira runs up the hill? Judge, you're doing sort of the rounds, walking around?
Yeah, I'm just walking around. I think I would just notice this campfire and make sure to kind of add that into my area of watch. And I guess I just see Ashira kind of run past me, and I'm just be careful, don't slip. Don't slip and fall. And I'll just keep.
As she runs past you, you would see that she arrives to the top of the hill, where at the campfire next to this big sort of hot campfire, there are 2 tiefling ladies, one slightly younger than the other, and the elder one, who you would know, Ashira, to be your mother, is currently holding a baby in her arms, swinging her around. And she looks at you, her eyes open wide as you come up the hill, and she says to you, Ashira, welcome home, Ashira. It's good to see you. How are you doing? How have you been? Look, she's happy to see you.
She sort of folds her arms and rolls her eyes at Arya.
Arya,
You're taking over again?
Well, she's just so sweet. Look at her. She's got her little horn coming through. And you would see that Arya, as you step up, she sort of embraces you. Ash, it's so nice to see you, Ash. How are you doing? Welcome back. Welcome home. I've had my hands full, as you can see, but not as full as an Efi.
What, with trying to get your daughter back?
Well, she only likes her when she's quiet. Yeah. By the way, Grandpa, he's trying to put. He's been trying to work on how to put silence onto a piece of clothing. I don't understand it, but it's quite funny. Apparently, it's to silence the baby. I don't know, but
is that ethical?
Well, don't trust me. When you're at my stage, you don't care. I want to use whatever words to help her calm down. She's lovely at the moment, though. She loves the campfires, so it's when we're on the road that she's really a racket, But it's good to see her.
I love you, but I have to say hi to the baby. I'm sorry. And she
Elephant tree.
starts like going over to Auntie Ashira is home. Quinn, how are you?
And you would see that there is a very small tiefling baby, because the reason being it's smaller than normal tiefling children. You would all see that this child has bright blonde hair. It's sort of shaggy. She sits there in like a tiny little nappy that she's got wrapped around her, with a little tail just about hanging out the back. That's sort of slightly forked, and atop her head is one horn that's just about coming through. Her eyes are big and yellow, and she's looking up at you, focus on everything that you're saying, and she's just there going.
Hello, my little sweet. And like she starts like trying to take the child of her mother.
Oh, hush, welcome. No, it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. You've probably been on your feet all day. I'll take her. Don't worry. Mother,
You are terrible, ma.
let Ash hold the baby. Come now. As she sort of reluctantly hands her over to you, and Quinn sort of looks at you. You would see that she's got basically like bubbles all over her face. She's looking at you. She's been drooling maybe a little bit, and she's fixated. You would see she's fixated on maybe some of the hair or the jewelry that you've got that glistens with the fire as it's sort of flickering next to you. But yeah, she looks to you, and she sort of puts her arms out at you.
Yeah, and she just sort of holds her for a second, and she's like, "Wow, I wonder how big she will grow. She is so small."
Ash, as you know, she's half halfling, so you will know that she's not going to grow very big. But we'll see. You know, who knows?
This is true.
Yeah, go, please, Ash, go ahead.
Well, no, I was just gonna tease you. We've actually brought another halfling, carriage driver, but don't you get any ideas? But he's got to get us home first.
The last thing I need is another partner or boyfriend or anything like that in my life right now.
Really? You'll never guess who else is here.
Erin? Did you
no,
find him?
No, we don't know.
No?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
we
sorry.
are still in pursuit, I guess.
I see.
I will let you find out for yourself.
Okay. Well, we should probably go down. I think we should maybe get some food. Ash, is it just you? How did you find us? What? I'm sure we'll find out over the campfire.
Shall I, Mom? You look so tired. Do you want me to take the baby down? You know, you can walk down by yourself. I can take Quinn.
Anifi, please, just let Ash hold Quinn for 5 minutes, please. Rest your arms, and then you can use them again and save me the hassle. As you can see, Ashira, you sort of get the idea that Arya is more than happy to let Anifi hold the baby, but wishes it was during the times when she's screaming, rather than just when she's all happy and cute. But yeah, as Anifi sort of nods, you get to hold Quinn as you head down to the campfire. As you come up to the hill here, Judge, you would see and maybe catch the end of this conversation, and you see the baby looking all happy, and she's looking at Ashira and her hair, and is focused on like the glowing and flickering of the jewelry that she's wearing from the fireplace. And as Quinn looks around, she spots you, and her gaze is just focused on you. All of your sort of metallic plate armor is basically reflecting all of this campfire light, and it's flickering up on you. Her eyes are just opening up. Picture like, you know, the way that a dog would look at you when you've got food and their eyes open up massively, or like when a cat sees something and they're like, whoa, and they're super focused. Quinn is like that right now. She's watching every little movement glisten off your plate armor, basically. That's what you'd see. Do you do anything?
I guess you just awkwardly like hold up a hand as like a wave to Ashira, and maybe like give a wave to the others that are now sitting there.
Very nice. And as you sort of see all of this happening and you wave, you'd see that Quinn sort of reaches towards you from a distance. And Ash, you would feel, or Ashira, you would feel sort of like you're holding her from almost behind, and you can feel that she's pulling towards Judge. She wants to go towards Judge.
I just sort of look over to Arya and then back to Judge and then at the baby, and I'm like,
Oh,
that okay?
Ash, you're more than, if these are your friends, you're more than welcome to let her explore. She's a baby. She's not going to do any harm. She might be sick on one of them.
I'm not.
Actually, that's the only thing. So, but as long as they're okay with children, it
Yeah,
should
just-
be fine.
You know, I don't know if Judge is okay with children. He learned how to sit the other day for the first time, but you know,
Maybe you hold on to her then for now. Are you Judge? Is that right?
Hello, ma'am. Yes, the name's Judge. Doing my
Anifi
rounds.
steps towards you.
Oh.
At first glance, I thought it was armor, but I see this is your form. Interesting.
Right.
Hi.
Yeah. Hello.
Shall we go get some food, everyone? Yes?
yes, Judge. Why don't you sit next to me and then you can see the baby? Okay?
Sure. Yeah, I can do that.
Perfect. And I would say,
And, yeah.
for the sake of brevity, you guys all head down towards the others, and you arrive sort of at the bottom of the hill here. Yeah, and as you do so, I would say that the others, you maybe had a brief conversation. You helped Remus sit down. Seamus headed over to the fireplace. He's sort of stirring the stew. Mirabelle's being essentially the fire, helping to heat everything up. You've got Sylas eating on a pear. A lot of you have just sort of made yourselves at home as you hear the hustle and bustle coming down the hill. The whole way down the hill, Ashira standing next to Judge, you would see that Quinn is pulling in his direction, and she is very focused. She keeps looking directly at the shine of your armor. Rather than your face, it's directly at the biggest piece of armor that she can see. That's reflecting any of the firelight around you. But yeah, what do you guys do?
Diego will he'll stand up seeing Anifi and Arya walking down. And the first thing is just like brushes himself off a little bit, and then he will put his mandolin down next to Zell, as Zell had previously mentioned, playing some music perhaps. And he'll turn around and be like, Anifi, Arya, it has been a pleasure to see you again. How have you both been? Faring well? Has the little one been keeping you both up, or are you all okay? How's the sleep been?
Anifi smiles, and she has like it's one of like Ashira. She was really happy to see you, and the same smile is on her face now. She sees Diego. Diego, it's fortune brings you home. As she goes to give you a hug.
Yeah, and
she
Diego
gives you-
embraces as well and hugs her.
she gives
How
you
have you
a-
been? Have you been keeping well?
Oh,
I hope you haven't been doing too much, because you know, you need to make sure that Seamus pulls his weight.
I always liked you, Diego. You hear that, Seamus? Yes, I know. I'm doing what I can, okay? As you
You
can
need me
see,
to get-
he's stirring the pot.
You need me to get you anything? Bring anything down from up top?
No, we're okay. We're okay. Diego,
Good.
it's wonderful to see you again. And I would love to meet all of the others as well.
Of course.
I'll head
They're a
over.
good bunch.
I'll head over. As she looks to Arya, sort of nods slightly. Her head sort of does this kind of movement where she's like, I'll head to the fire. See you there. As she steps away. And you can see she sits down next to Remus, basically, at the end.
Arya, how have you been?
I see what Ashira was saying. Well,
Oh no.
didn't think I'd ever see you again. Certainly not here, and certainly not like this. It's wonderful to see you, Diego. How have you
It's good
been?
to see you too. I'm very well. But the question is, how are you? Motherhood, everything changes one's life, I hear.
Have you met Quinn? She's just there.
I think I heard her. She passed. I have not yet met her. I'm sure she's gorgeous.
Oh, she's divine. I'm so thankful to have her. How are you, Diego? You're looking well. Your hair is, as I remember,
Immaculate as always. Yes.
Yes.
Of course it is.
yes. And you're looking
No, I'm-
fantastic. Come. And she goes to give you a hug.
Yes, of course. Yeah, he embraces her back.
Yeah. As she sort of holds and she lingers a little bit longer, squeezes a bit tighter.
As I'm hugging her, Diego kind of like looks at his hand again and then like continues to hug. And then he's like, there's clearly like the cogs are turning and he's like, what? Like, he doesn't really know what to think in this moment. But yeah, then he like lets go.
And as you do, she lets go and she sort of has her arms to your sides and looks to you as she's holding onto your arms. What's wrong, Bard? Cat got your tongue? Or is it harder to charm when the truth's staring back at you?
What? 1 second. And I check my pockets immediately because I know that there's been a time before where certain members of this particular family have playfully took something from him and then given him it back. And he just pats himself down and he's like, no, I think everything is there. No, everything's fine. We've been through a few things as of late. Questions to be said and things to be done.
You left. When you left, it was bittersweet for me. You left almost without a word. I told myself I didn't care, but here you are, and now so is she. She looks to Quinn.
Wait, what?
Well, you do know she's your child, right? I'm messing with you, Diego. Don't be silly. Of course, no. Sorry, that was unkind.
You Argents are great people. But I hate every single one of you at the same time.
Stop. You love it, really. Come, let's have some food. As she...
Yes.
She puts her arm around you, almost at your side. I'll have to hear all your stories. As, the two of you would see that Aria and Diego are very close, and they had a word or two together. Diego maybe looks a little bit... Would you say he's a bit caught off guard or shocked at that statement?
I think he looks a little pale, I think is the best description. For someone that's normally quite vibrant and very like rosy cheeked, I think in this exact moment, he looks probably a little pale as if, he just heard something that was terrifying.
And as they step in, Mirabelle, as you're the closest to them, she spots you and goes, oh wow, sorry. I have to say, I love your dress. It is beautiful. I don't even know who you are, but your dress is, it's beautiful.
I sort of look up as I'm probably still doing the fire. I was doing the fire bit thing, and I look up and I see, her being really close to Diego, and I'm like, merci. It's, yes, it was made in Stonehaven.
I love Stonehaven. Oh, yes, I'm Aria, by the way. Lovely to meet you all. I don't know if you've all met Quinn, but she's mine, that baby. Not Ashira's, don't worry. As she steps through, you realize, Diego, that she lets go of your sides a step past, and you feel that there was almost like a slight tail that was around the side of you as well, that sort of, it almost like pulls along your back as well as she steps away, and she steps across and bends down towards Quinn and Ashira. Ash, is there anything I can do? Are you okay to hold her, or do you need anything?
Actually, as she's like sort of like rocking her, I think she is kind of occupied. As she like gestures to Judge.
Well, she's a true Argent. Obsessed with her own reflection, you see. Well, she keeps looking, but it's not there, as you know. And she steps back.
She's pretty cute. And then I sort of glance at Diego. You took it around.
Zol looks at fucking Judge, just goes,
No, Mirabelle, nothing to do with me.
Nothing to do with... Oh no, I did not suggest it was your child. No, I mean, surely if you were told us.
I'm so confused right now.
So, we were gonna play some music, right, Diego?
I left something in Fredegon's tent. I'll be back in just a moment. Tent, carriage, the horses. No, goats. I'll be back in a moment. And Diego sort of like takes a moment, like just to
Zell
slip away.
under his breath turns to Mirabelle and says, "For a fire genasi, that was so cold."
I'm sorry. I was taught by the best, you see.
Stonehaven at its finest. Zell will start playing the pipes. Just a quiet, kind of backgroundy, relaxed tune.
I would say that all of the Argent, so the family here, look to you, and they're listening to the music. The only one who's not looking in your direction as you do so, as they sort of nod to you, and they're all like, "Oh, music, great! Bring it in." They applaud you as you start and begin. Before you've even played a note, as soon as you sort of like pull it out, they start clapping towards you. The only one who's not looking your way is Quinn, who is still sated on Judge and the campfire that's reflecting off his armor.
Well, I don't know if it does anything in Judge's head, but the type of music that is being played is from kind of the area of around where Shroudhaven would be. That's just the first kind of thing that he doesn't play very often and grew up playing it, so
great.
Starts playing something around.
Good to know. Good to know. Thank you for sharing that. Cool. Yes.
While we're sitting here, Judge will just like, I think it's like a little awkward for him because he's been around kids before. He's worked at a temple for a year or two, and he's never like fully interacted with kids, but there would be kids that run up to him and like try to mess around with him and stuff. So I like to think like he just kind of holds out a single finger towards the child so they can like do whatever they want, like play with his finger or whatnot. Because he seemed very interested in his armor, so he's just kind of like sitting there trying to be very gentle. Ashira, how long were you around for Quinn?
Well, Quinn is 3 months old now, I think, as she looks over to Arya.
Yes, 3 months, just about.
And I've been with you guys. Well, I've been on my own for a week, and then with you guys for what, 10 days now? So that is like a couple weeks.
Right.
She's not my child, Judge.
Well,
she's my niece.
Okay. I didn't say she was your child. I'm just asking questions. I mean, being an aunt is a very big accomplishment. It's really, really cool.
Well, I took no part in having the baby.
Well,
of
no,
course, I'm
but
just here.
you play an important role in the child's upbringing. You play because parents sometimes kids can have they get a stage in life where they look at their parents as more authoritative figures, but they look at, their aunts and their uncles as like the kind of figures that can understand them a little bit better and are more relaxed around them. I mean, you're going to play an important role in this child's life.
Well, hopefully I can find what I'm looking for and we can figure out what's going on and I can return to my auntie duties.
Yeah, as a hero, and she's gonna look up to you pretty big.
Well, if you stick around, I think she's gonna be looking at you a lot. As I imagine, like I sort of sat her in between. Well, not on my lap, but between us a little bit.
I would say that the whole time that you guys are having this conversation, Judge, you sort of have your hand held out, maybe with one finger out more than the others. Yeah. She's been holding onto it or like feeling it for the last and looking at it. And as you're talking, you then feel like it doesn't hurt, but she's biting your finger. She's trying to eat it.
Yeah, it's metal. She ain't gonna be able to get to that. So he's just kind of
She doesn't really have teeth, so she's just there like it's all just gum on your finger basically. But yeah, that's what you guys would see. Let's jump to Elirr. Elirr, what are you doing at the moment?
Elirr was a bit bummed out, I guess, by the whole conversations arriving. He's just sitting, like, kind of in earshot and watching the rest, kind of listening to himself, like not meditating per se, but just kind of, I don't know, sulking to a degree. Like he's just a bit, yeah, in his own thoughts, I guess.
Perfect. Let me do a quick roll. Hold on for a second. Okay. Yeah, Seamus notices this. And he's at the fire turning the stew, and he sees everybody sitting down and talking, and notices you sitting behind him. And he turns to you, Elirr. Hey, sir. I didn't catch your name. Was it Elirr? Elirr?
Elirr, yeah.
I must say, your sash is looking particularly nice. Where did you get such a thing? As he continues stirring the pot in front of you.
Well, Master Fibrak, he gave to me as a present.
Master Fibrak? Huh. I feel like I know the name.
Jingle Thorn.
Maybe I don't know the name.
Have you been to the Arcane Spire?
Oh, I haven't. The Ethereal Spire in Aethria, right?
Yes, but
Well, Remus here, as he points with, like, I would say that he splatters a little bit of soup on the floor as he points with the wooden spoon across the fire. Remus here, he goes to the Ethereal Spire quite often. He's Archmage, or well, he knows the Archmage there, I think. I don't know. But we're not allowed in. He doesn't take us because we're tieflings, so I don't know. It's whatever. Would you like some stew?
I guess a little.
Well, you're the closest to me, so you're the first one to get a batch. As he puts down the pot and begins to start serving soup, and you get given a steaming hot bowl of soup, which has potatoes and carrots and all sorts of herbs and spices in it. I'd say it's quite a spicy soup, but he hands it over to you. And he sort of pulls out a box and kicks it along the floor, so it sort of sits next to Judge and sort of gestures for you, take a seat, please. I will join you in just a moment once everybody's got some food, and then we can discuss further. As he's noticed you on the outside and is very keen to sort of pull you back in, and you can see this. He's very much like trying to bring you into the circle. Diego, as you stepped away, you noticed that coming up the hill behind you, sort of with a quite a large satchel on his back, is Flanagan, who's sort of walking awkwardly up towards the campsite.
I was just coming to get you. Where are the goats?
The goats. They're fine. They're just down the hill here. I'm gonna spend the night with them, just down the corner. The thing is,
you don't want to. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Well, I didn't want to impose, so I feel a bit awkward coming up here, anyways. But I could smell the stew. It smells like home, so I figured I'd come up and have a look.
Of course. You're more than welcome to join us.
Do you know these fellas?
While we're here. Yes, the Argents, they are great people. Very friendly. Yes, just be careful with, to be fair, any of the women. Just be careful with them. They are tricksy. Get you in trouble. Well, me in trouble. All of them. Anyway,
it'll be fine. I don't mind.
Good.
You got nothing to lose.
Great. That's what I like to hear. I'm about to play some music with Zel. You're a musician yourself, eh?
I am. Yeah.
I think. Why not we get everyone involved that has an instrument, eh?
You can see the smile on his face lights up. I've just 100%. I've got me harp here. As he pulls out a little tiny harp, and you can see he's holding it. I don't know. I haven't performed with people in quite a while, but I'm up for it if you're down. So,
look, if you are a musician, half as good as the people here, then I'm sure you'll just find the rhythm of the music.
Perfect. I look forward to it.
You've got this.
Oh my! As you notice his eyes lock onto these two giant beasts of Yakutus. Oh, Tenemora and Yakutus. Oh, haven't seen one of those since we were in Tenemora years ago. Oh, they're quite rare, actually. Well, anyways, shall we go have some food? I quite fancy some food. You
Yes,
see.
also, I brought you a gift. And he just reaches into his pocket with the apple that he took from the crate earlier. Yeah.
Right. Thank you, Diego. That's awfully kind of you.
I just spin on my heels and just start walking towards the camp again.
All right, let's go. As the two of you sort of head up the road back to the camp, I'd say that all of you would see Flanagan coming behind Diego here. One eye of his appears to be looking back at the Yakutis every now and then. But yeah, as you guys walk on up. Cool.
As Flanagan roll it up, would I have heard the whole halfling conversation from earlier with Ashira and Arya?
With Ashira and Arya, the mention of Quinn being a part halfling, you probably would have heard, yeah.
Would have. I would just like my eyes would just dart to Arya real quick. I just want to see her reaction to seeing like Flanagan.
She
I just wanna see
appears
what
to
the-
be. She appears to have her eyes towards the two of them.
Can I make
Judge,
out which
can I have a
one is-
perception check from you, please?
Okay, awesome. Yeah. I just want to get an idea of what's going on. 23.
Yeah, Arya's been looking around the group, and you would see that she looks
the
at
juice.
Diego and occasionally down at Mirabelle. With a 23, you would catch that she's looking in that direction, but she's seeing Diego. Her eyes are mostly on Diego, but occasionally she looks to Mirabelle and then looks back up at him.
I don't know. I guess my eyes just look to Zell, and I'm gonna see if he notices my eye at him, and I just give him a weird nod. Like I just give him like a nod.
Zell catches what he's looking at, and as he's playing the pipes, just starts shaking his head. Like, just don't, bro. Just don't. It ain't worth it.
Perfect. The two of you share this exchange as you guys head on over. I'd say that Diego and Flanagan, you sort of step into the campsite here. Mirabelle, you would see that Diego comes up behind you, and Flanagan eating an apple, which you would know was one from the campsite that Diego picked up earlier. Hey everyone, we're back. Is it alright if I join you for food? I could smell the stew from down the road, and it smells fantastic.
Of course. Of course. Come sit down.
Please, come join us. Any friend of Ashira is more than welcome to join. Come join us. As Seamus sort of invites him in. As he steps in and he spots Quinn and looks around and sees that everyone else here is tiefling. Oh, Ashira, are these your folks?
These are indeed my family.
Oh, it's lovely to
But
see
you are welcome
you.
to sit.
Ashira has been lovely on the road to me and everyone else. So, you raised her well, guys. As he sort of steps past to sit behind sort of Judge and has one eye on Quinn, one eye on the food as he goes over and he picks up a bowl and sits down next to Elirr, who's just been served this nice, hot, steaming stew. Diego, there should be space. Oh, are we performing now?
Well, yeah, I just need to get my mandolin. Sorry, Arya. And I sort of lean down to because I'd left it in that spot, and then I take it. No, you don't need to move. I can sit. There, look, there's a spot.
No, wait, Diego. Which side do you want me to? Who do you want to sit next to? Which side should I move?
Oh, great question, Zell. How about
you know what? I've sat down long enough. How about you sit here in the middle, and I'll go and I'll get to know some of the other members of the family.
You know what? I prefer to stand when I.
No, don't you worry. You take a nice sit down, my friend.
And I thank you very much. And I very awkwardly sit. I'm smiling, and then I look to my left at Mirabelle and just smile, and then look to my right at Arya and smile, and then look towards Ashira, and there's a slight frown. And then the smile comes back. I thought as we were all here, we could all enjoy a piece of music together. Any of those who have instruments, by all means, join in. Would you like me to lead, or would someone else like to lead?
Oh no, I'm very bad with instruments, so I just let
Do
you
you have
guys
one?
play. No, but I can like tap my stick to this bucket as a drum.
Do you know how to play the flute?
No.
Ah,
I
what the
do.
hell. I just chuck him a flute from across the campfire.
I tried to catch it.
There you go. Give it a go. Well, anyone else want to join in? By all means. I do not have any spare instruments, so maybe tap your feet, clap your hands, anything along those lines. Whatever you feel is right in the moment. Okay?
Perfect. No, I'll join you. As you see, you guys see
Good.
Flanagan sort of looking for the harp you had a
Judge.
moment ago.
Judge, you better be
Yeah.
joining in too.
Oh, right.
You're good. You're very
Yeah.
good at this.
I'll drum away.
Have you got any songs in mind? Any classics? Maybe, I don't know, Two Hearts or
You know what? It sounds like you have one already.
Yeah, how would you
Right now.
How would you,
Why don't you lead, Zell?
yeah.
you know
And I
what?
smile at
will.
Zell.
And he winks back at you. This song is it's an old one from down in Terramora about when a man and his two lovers end up meeting. And he starts playing a song.
I'm from Terramore, and I don't think I know it, but I'll give it a go. as you see, Flanagan pulls out the harp, and starts sort of strumming along with you, plucking the occasional string.
Like glares at Diego and just goes, like I think he just like mouths, "I'm sorry."
Diego looks back at Judge and goes, I don't have two lovers. What is going on?
I don't know.
I don't. Why am I getting so much heat?
In the meantime, I would say that as you guys are performing and everybody's performing, Seamus is going around and handing everybody stew. He stops with you, Ashira, because you're holding Quinn at the moment, and it's very hot stew. So he sort of sets it down near you, but not too close, and he hands a bowl as he goes around. Who's performing right now? We have Sylas, Judge, Diego, and Zell. So I'm going to say that...
And Flanagan, right?
And Flanagan, correct. So can I have a performance check from everybody, please, who is performing? I will
use
got
guidance on myself.
Perfect.
Have I used my... Yes, I have. I've used that
You
this
have.
morning. Okay, that's fine. No, that's fine.
Ashira is just clapping Quinn's hands together.
How am I
Nice.
carrying this performance? How have I done this again?
I rolled a 2 plus 6.
Oh, 12.
Okay. Okay. So we have...
I might use my inspiration to get advantage.
Okay. Yeah.
On a 23?
It's a daily advantage, and I might as well use it.
You might as well.
Sure, I'll use it. So I'll roll again.
As you roll...
There was a chance. There was a
13.
chance.
Yeah.
So
Perfect.
23.
So we had an 8 from Zell, who kicked it off. And then Judge joined in and added some real rhythm to it with a 21. This time bringing out the drum set. And I'd say that Quinn has been watching you like, what is happening? This is amazing. As you're drumming away. Sylas, first time picking up the flute. You initially struggle a little bit, rolling a 9, but with that guidance, you get an additional 3. So you're on a 12. And you managed to get some rhythm going. You're sort of on beat, if not performing a little bit better than Zell was initially, following his tune. Then, of course, we have Flanagan, who's there plucking the occasional harp string. It doesn't really fit in with the drums and the pan flutes, but he's doing it all the same. And then, last but not least, Diego, of course, jumps in with a 23 and sort of takes it away with his mandolin in front of everybody. And everybody is grinning. I will say that the next check that you guys do, any of them for everybody in the group, so that's the 7 of you, will be at advantage, whatever the next check is in this campfire. So yeah, you all gain advantage on your next skill check. Cool.
With my 23, at some point I break into a mandolin solo, and that's my 23.
I feel like that's like the closing bit. You sort of go into a solo. Everyone else looks towards
I
you.
stand up,
and maybe
I
Judge
walk up
keeps
to the
up a little
camp.
bit, giving you some backing. But yeah, you guys pull off a show, and then there's a round of applause from everybody as everybody sort of claps, and even Quinn sort of with everyone else clapping as well. But yeah, that's essentially what happens. You guys do a performance, and in the meantime, Seamus has been going around sort of bobbing his head to the music, dropping off a bowl for everybody. He sort of hands it over to you with a smile to each of you, and then heads back to Elirr, and he sort of nudges you and says, "So, what do you think of the stew, Elirr?" As you go to try a mouthful.
I guess he's like kind of like he was in thought again, just kind of listening to the music. And he hastily gobbles in a couple spoonfuls.
Can I have a Constitution saving throw from you, please? As Elirr, you gobble this down. It's very hot. It's quite spicy. And you sort of feel a sort of droplet of sweat come off your brow. And then it's really tasty. It's hot because of the spices more than the actual fire. And he says, "What do you think? Hopefully not too spicy."
It's really good. It warms you right up.
Oh, thank you.
In your gullet.
I do it for all the refugees. They love it, so I hope you enjoy it. It's always nice to have a hot meal, especially when it's a hot meal, you know? What do you think, Flanagan? As Flanagan's there, sort of slurping the bowl. That's fucking brilliant! God, where'd you get that from? It's like a Terramoran stew, but with a kick to it. That's a special of Seamus's, though. That's why. I know it's up to you, isn't it, man? And he sort of looks to Seamus, and Seamus says, "Look, I do. I'm struggling to get out of the Irish accent. Look, I try what I do, and I love what I do. It's very popular with the halflings in Terramore, so especially Brimbleborough. That's where I adapted this recipe from. I knew it was familiar. I knew it was." He sort of steps back and mumbles to himself. Judge?
Seamus. Sorry, Seamus, did you say refugees?
What? Yes.
From where?
Well, from all over. Master Zell, well, that's sort of what I do. I travel and I feed those who need the food. You know, it's one of the things that I enjoy. I've always done it, is feeding the homeless and the refugee camps. And often it started with tieflings. Very few people like me and my family are given homes or are looked upon kindly by the world for just our heritage as tieflings. And, well, as you know, basically we provided some aid to them, and I started a soup kitchen of sorts, a stew kitchen, if you will, and I travel around and cook up food for those in need, and that's sort of what I do. I've traveled many places with my family, looking to help those in need. It's nice for me to do.
That reminds
Zell-
me. Quick. Sorry, Zell. As she just tosses the gold watch that she stole from the rich guy to her father.
Ashira.
The contribution, as you know.
Thank you, Ash. I will add it to pay for the next meals. As he sort of tucks it away.
Ashira, if you want to eat, I can hold the baby for you, and if that's okay with your family, of course.
I would like to eat whilst it's hot.
Please.
Sure.
I'm sure she'll be fine. She's very interested in you anyways, Mr. Judge. Just Judge.
Just Judge is
Just
fine,
Judge.
and I'll very gently kind of grab the baby from
As
him.
you do,
Yeah.
she sort of leaps on you and presses her head against you, and she's incredibly warm. And you sort of put your arm around her, and Judge, as you do so, it's as though everything freezes for a second. As Judge,
Yeah.
I would say that everyone else, you see his green eyes dim for a moment as he becomes still. As Judge, in that split second, you feel everything go black, and suddenly you're
Right.
teleported elsewhere.
Dang it! Wait, what?
You don't realize where you are. You don't know what's happening. And as you look to your hands, you can't see anything but shadow. You're in a dark area. You're looking around you and you don't recognize the place that you're in. And yet, it feels like home. Before you, you see small villages, small houses, and a mist in the air. It's early evening, and as you look around, it looks like there's lights hanging outside of buildings. You hear the occasional laughter coming from doors behind you, but no one else is on the streets. And before you is a home atop a hill, and standing outside the front of the house is a small owlin child with a hood up, looking in your direction. As you step forward, Judge, as you go to look around, you hear before you, a small child on the inside talking to the one outside, and you hear what sounds like pots and pans as the door swings shut. And stepping towards you is this young owlin boy who looks up to you, big brown eyes, and he looks to you and pulls out a piece of parchment, and on the page you see a sketch. And initially you don't hear anything, and then all of a sudden, as his beak opens, you hear it. Papa, come see, I made you something. As he looks to you, and you see this before you. You see this child looking up to you. You see and feel the warmth of this area. You know this child, and I will say, Judge, in this moment, you feel for the first time in your chest, you feel a warmth, a happiness. There's something about this child, there's something about this place that you're in that feels like home, that feels right. And it's then that around you, you begin to feel it. The warmth, the heat, this time far hotter, this time far darker. And it changes before your eyes. The whole area goes up in flames. The child before you turns to just a shadow and burns to the floor, a pile of ash. You see it, all of it. You feel the pain, you feel the crack in your chest as you see this child fall before you. And you hear it one last time. As then, in just that instance, it all fades. And you're brought back to the campsite. And you would all see, anybody looking in his direction, his eyes open like they have a green flame again. And Judge, you're back here with this child on your chest, pressed against you. Ashira, as you're sitting next to him, you sort of notice a slight shudder as he sort of jolts back, holding Quinn in hand. And I'd say that you also notice that Arya and Anifi are sort of looking in his direction, almost like a little bit concerned by this. More nervous that he's okay, holding Quinn.
Yeah, I think she would just put like her hand on Quinn's leg and be like, "Judge, are you okay?"
Yeah, I'm fine. Just the heat of the baby took me by surprise for a second, but I adapted. We're okay.
Are you comfortable? Do you want to keep holding her?
No, I'm fine. You finish eating. I was just I've never held the tiefling before, so this is a different experience, I think.
Right, well, you don't hesitate if you had enough, you can always give her back, okay?
Of course. I'll definitely hand Quinn back.
And she looks to you, Judge, and it's for the first time that when your eyes went dark and then came back green and flickering, she's now eye contact with these flames in your eyes. She is glued to them. She's like, wow. Her eyes wider than ever before as she looks up and sort of occasionally tries to reach towards your face. And you just see this hand, like inches from your face, grabbing towards a small hand, a very small hand. But yeah, she sort of reaches towards you. What are the rest of you doing?
As Seamus kind of starts talking about the refugees, Zell will kind of kind of continue on and just say, well, swallows his food. When you said refugees, I was wondering if, the druids had already started to, leave their groves after what's happened recently. I wouldn't be too surprised if you have quite a few more refugees on your hands in the coming weeks.
The druids? What do you mean? As he looks to
Well-
Sylas. Is there something that I should know?
Sorry?
What is happening with the druids?
Well, great stew, by the way. The groves, they got attacked. The Grove of Luna, Grove of Solara, and there seems to be like this curse put on the land. They say it's like a death curse. We're still investigating, but both groves are like in danger. Oh,
In danger? A
oh.
death curse? As he looks, you would all notice that he looks to Remus, and Remus is watching your every word, Sylas. And you can all see that he sort of nods slightly, almost like, you know what, let's have a perception check from anybody who's looking at Remus right now. I will say, yeah, we could have a perception check, please.
Which are at advantage, right?
Yeah, they are at advantage.
From the song?
That is for anybody who's looking in that direction.
That's in a 20.
Wow, okay, we got quite a few. So we have Sylas with a 24?
24, yeah.
Very nice. With 24, we have Ashira with a 19, Elirr with a 12, which is actually the DC. Zell with a
also
22.
gets in that 22. Double
Very-
that 20, gang!
Very nice, very nice. I would say that those of you who are looking in that direction, you see that Remus, it's as if he knew. It's as if he was aware of this. Like, that nod he does is almost like confirming his thoughts or his theories as he sort of looks up to Seamus and he looks to all of you. Makes eye contact with each of you. So, it's true then. What I felt in the weave, it's sinister. A death curse, you say?
Yes, well, we were in the Grove of Luna where we were supposed to get some water from the lake, bring back to the grove to reconnect their spirit beast back to the grove, but the grove got attacked and some shadow wolf got released, and then after the battle we had, we were visited by a druid from the Grove of Solara, where they explained that a lich turned up.
A lich?
Something very dark magic is happening here.
We haven't seen liches in Veritstra for many years. I haven't seen or heard of a lich in Celestria for decades. Why would they attack now? You mentioned the spirit beast. You do speak of Luriel, the wolf beast?
Yes. Yes, Luriel, indeed.
And you were at the Grove of Luna, all of you?
All of us were, yeah.
It is brazen to have an attack on the prime gods. This is very concerning times for sure.
Do you know about the Keepers of Balance?
The Keepers of Balance? I know of the Keepers of Balance very well, yes. What do you want to, would you like me to tell you what I know?
Well,
What is their tie to this?
I have a feeling they might be.
Well, the Keepers of Balance were once 6 very powerful mages. Chosen during the Convergence, each were bound to sacrifice the guard and to guard the balance of the planes to ensure there was no misbalance. The Convergence was when they first formed. And he looks to you, Ashira. We, Argents, are connected very heavily to them. Our ancestor, Callista Argent, was actually one of them.
Would Elirr have heard of this name?
Callista Argent?
Yeah.
Can I have a history check from you, please, Elirr? 14. You have read this name in a book in your master's office. Otherwise known, you would know that it is related to the Keepers of Balance, which is something that you don't know too much about, but you've read that that's the connection. So it does correspond with what he's telling you here. Callista Argent was one of these Keepers of Balance. Her pact with Glacia, I should say, preserved her magic when other sorcerers would have burned out. The Argent line carries both her dream magic echoes and her infernal stain. I know that the Keeper's magic was sealed many years ago during the Convergence. Each was tied to an oath, whether it be a god or an elemental titan. These were kept in stones. And I fear that these stones can be used to bind or unravel maybe these barriers between the planes. Well, yes.
Do you mean stone that Ashira was looking for? Oh.
He looks to you, Ashira. I know that the family heirloom amulet that we carried contained one such stone. It was believed to be a starlight fragment from the Convergence times. I was to hold it and safeguard it. It was never to be used as a weapon. What I can't say, Ashira, Ash, I never lied to you. I don't know fully what Glacia did or how she clawed her destiny into our bloodline. But the pact, it protected and entwined her magics with that of this stone, which many amulets were created to house such stones. There are others, and there are fakes. Which are the reals, we don't know. But with regard to the Keepers of Balance, at any given time, there should be 6. After the Convergence, there was 5. One, we don't know where he went. We don't know anything about him. There was initially 5. The Keepers of Balance, it is said that much of them, their magics, were acquired in dark ways. Needed, necessary sacrifices, that of mortal souls and powerful magi to empower such conduits. I know of one of them. He was a sorcerer who, her people, 100 mages gave their lives. Aasimar, mages, who are rare in their own right. They gave their own lives to imbue her with the celestial energies, to empower her to stand during the convergence.
Do you know what her stone looked like?
Well, you see, this is the thing. Not all the stones were created equal. Some are stones of starlight, pure celestial essences. Some are soul stones, tied to more of the gods or the mortals. And others, like, there's a legend of a hearth stone, and that is bound to the dragons themselves. And the titans. It is said that
What about
only with all of these stones were they able to seal the portals. Each time, the essence of that portal was kept housed within these stones. Their power is unmatched on all of Celestria.
I don't suppose, Mr. Remus, have you heard of any 12-sided stone with green runes written into it before?
He looks to you, and I would say that, Zell, the old man's gaze narrows as he looks towards you. It's, for the first time, you can feel it. There's something about his aura as he's looking at you. It's as if he can see straight through you. I believe you hide more than shadows, boy. A 12-sided stone could be anything. Whether it houses a celestial stone, I don't know. I know that many years ago, there were starlight stones created, fused within amulets. My grandmother was one of the keepers of balance. She was a powerful archmage. I am now technically a keeper of balance, but I'm more one who tends to their legacy. I preserve the history and the story of the stones. I suspected, as he looks to you, Ashira, that one day another will rise from our bloodline. And may have to wield Glacia's mark. I'm afraid that I am far too weak now to take on that mantle myself. I am tainted, you see, and unsuited for keeperhood.
What do you know about the Titans and how they play a part in all this convergence stuff?
Well, I know that during the time of the convergence, much of the planes were opened and portals were opened between different planes of existence. The Titans, before the convergence, said historical, were each imprisoned by the prime gods to their own planes of existence. You see, even the prime gods cannot kill, it is impossible to slay a Titan. So they imprison them in their own planes. During the convergence, however, rifts to all planes opened across Celestria. It is said that the one most capable of the original Keepers of Balance, the strongest of the bunch, was that of Dante's Solvanco. He was a fire genasi, war mage of destruction and renewal. He's a very controversial figure, but he's known for taking on even the champion of Seraphine and surviving. So he ultimately sacrificed himself by detonating a convergence portal from the other side. It is said that today, his phoenix-shaped soul fragment crystals are buried beneath the ruins of the flame in Elementals, the island of Elementals, which is on the other side of the Celestria, but it is the home of the Genasi. It is where it is said that each of the Titans was originally sealed away, and the birthplace of the Genasi, as he looks to you, Mirabelle.
What was his name again? That keeper?
Dante Solvanco.
Okay.
Nowadays, there is only 5 of us remaining. There is myself. I am a descendant of Callista Argent, but I don't believe I hold her power, at least not in the same way. I am marked by Glacia like she was. When I was younger, I had a vision of her. She marked me, and ever since I've never been the same. There is, of course...
Wait.
Yes. Yes, Ash, my darling.
I'm sorry. You said you had a vision?
Yes, of Glacia. When I was in my youth.
How would you
many
know?
years ago.
How would you know it was Glacia?
Well, Ashira, I have never showed you this, but he pulls up his sleeve and you see there is almost an infernal script written around his arm in sort of a ring that goes a whole way around, and it looks as though it's been singed into his flesh. This is a mark of Glacia. She imbued me with magic power, and it's where much of my latent magic would come from. Yes, I learned a lot of it, but I unfortunately was marked by her, tainted.
It is bad to get tainted, because I think I have seen her.
You think you have seen her?
I had a weird dream, and I was in a big room full of sand, and a tiefling-looking woman appeared in front of me holding the amulet. But the amulet turned to blood in her hands, and when she went to speak to me, she said that, you believe the power come from a trinket? And that mocking me, saying it was the blood that binds us.
That is
And when
her.
I asked her who she was, she said she was, one of us.
That is
But
her.
I don't believe that I've been marked. Have I?
The blood that binds us. This is exactly what she said to me. But it appears you don't have a mark like I do. Perhaps she has not been able to touch you.
Should I let her?
Ashira, our family have given enough to this being, this devil from the 9 hells. She does not deserve She does not deserve your blood. I had hoped that maybe one day, Ashira, maybe one day, we could be rid of this curse. She is the reason we cannot see our reflections. She is the reason why we have horns, Ashira. Before she accepted it, Callista was an elf. This pact she had twisted her. She returned from the portal, tiefling, one of the first. And now we are hated across the lands for the way we look. As he looks to Seamus, who sort of nods and, looks down at the ground. He's collecting bowls off you guys as you're sitting there.
Well,
yeah.
I don't believe that not going into the pact with her again would solve our current problems, but while that is unfortunate for Callista, I am now proud to be a tiefling, and I do not care. I will proudly wear my horns.
That's my girl. Elephant shoe, Ashira.
Elephant you too.
In terms of the other
However-
keepers, I know of 2 others. We are scattered now, but there's Lena Leinhardt. She is a mage of Grandhaven in Valoria, the other side of Celestria. She works as a confidant to their rulers. Lena is a kind heart half-elf and acts as the royal enchanter for Grandhaven. And of course, there's my closest ally, which is Fibrak Jinglethorn. He is the Archmage of Aether Spire and preserver of many of the star maps from Leora Sylvantal, who, well, Sylvantal was one of the original Keepers of Balance. Leora Sylvantal. He keeps much of her memory. But that is what I know of the Keepers of Balance. I am sorry that I have not told you this before, Ashira. I was hoping that this would never come to you.
Don't
Will I
you know
understand
it?
now why?
Don't you know a Jinglethorn? Elirr?
You will actually see Elirr drop face, like he's just like flabbergasted. That he's like that he hears the name, the brag, Jinglethorn spoken from Remus. Yeah, he's kind of speechless, just staring at him. Yeah, he like he's kind of processing it all. You're my master.
Your master? Do you know Jinglethorn?
Well, he's he gave me home. He found me far away.
Hmm.
Do you know about Arakorka you found on island?
That seems like a very Jinglethorn thing to do. I bet he didn't even know you were at Anakokra. He's a very eccentric individual. Fibraki is very talented. He's an archmage. I mean, he taught me a lot of the magic that I know today. But, yes, there's something about you. You have a quill in your step and ink in your feathers, and I see why he's interested in you. You notice that he looks at the sash you're wearing. Interesting. Master Fibrak is a master of teleportation magic. He is a wizard with the arcane, and I know a lot of magic because of him. You see, gnomes, they live a little bit longer than most races, and he has been a keeper of much of the knowledge as well as of the balance. Yeah, I imagine he is also feeling the same things I am with regards to this weave. I am concerned by this death curse and this leech that you mentioned. I must ask, did you see the leech with your own eyes?
No, it was happening in another grove. Some group has seemed to be targeting these groves. They seem to be targeting places that are heavily tied to the prime gods. That's why we're heading back to Sylvanthal. We believe that they might be targeting the temple there. And we wanted to warn High Priest Agathon of such a thing just in case.
They go around in red hoods and bandits, and they speak of a leader called the Crow.
And
The Crow.
He's like a higher up in their rankings.
He looks
And
around
they also
all of you.
mention Talon.
Talon is also another name.
Remus leans back. The firelight is flickering in his eyes. He's quiet for a moment, and before he speaks, his voice is low. Talon. You've heard their name already, I imagine. Shadows wearing hoods, blades for hire, zealots wrapped in riddles and mysteries. That's what most believe them to be. But I will tell you that this group, Talon, they are much older. Much, much older. He draws a line in the dirt in front of you.
What do you know of them?
Well, they were whispered even in my youth. A hand that claws at history's edges. Every link forged in deceit. Each link pulling them closer to something greater or darker. It's at this moment, anybody who's looking in his direction, which I imagine is all of you, you notice he suddenly turns and looks to Zell. As though he caught something or saw something. Zell, can I ask you, where is the stone at this moment?
It's in his pocket. He was playing with the idea of taking it out and then realized that it would change its own shape anyway, so...
He looks at you. Up and down. There are factions within Talon. Splinters. Some call themselves seekers of knowledge. Others claim to serve gods forgotten. But at the root, their aim is always the same. To unbind what should never be unbound. They hunger for relics, for stones, for power buried by wiser hands than their own. I crossed paths with Talons once. Long ago. When Evelyn still walked this earth. His voice, you would all catch, his voice sort of cracks slightly as what he's saying to you now is hard for him to say. He looks around to his family and to you, Ashira. They were chasing something. What they wanted, I never did learn. But know this. Where Talon walks, ruin follows. You cannot parley with them. You cannot buy them off. They are not a faction. They are a disease. You mentioned the crow. I dare not say their name. But the only thing I think of is the spirit beast. The only thing that could get them access to the Grove of Luna. There is a god. She's a dark god. She hides in plain sight. Though I cannot recall her name, she is a goddess of deceit. And her beast is a crow. If she found a way to make it into the grove, if she knew where to go, the crow could do it. The crow could be why that... I have much to think. I have much to think on this. Look, I We can talk all day, but I must ask. Master Elirr, you know Jinglethorn? The little gnome, he still breathes, yes?
Well, I was hoping maybe you could tell me where he went here. You know, he went on another one of his adventures, but this time he sent me on my own.
I see. So you're his apprentice.
Yeah, he left me quite a handful. He kind of takes out the tome he was entrusted
Oh,
with.
my. He gave you that. Okay, I see how it is. So, you're the one he took under his wing. I can see it in your stance, the way you listen before you speak. That's Jinglethorn's teachings, for sure. Do you know what he is, boy? As he taps his staff to the ground. Jinglethorn is... Do you know what he is?
What, a gnome. He is forgetful. He travels. He picks up trinkets and he picks up odd things.
Well,
He
this
leaves
is
me
true.
riddle all the time.
Well, he's the one thing Jinglethorn is never doing. Fibrak, he never forgets his memories. You see, he's not just a scribe. He's not just a scholar. He was once our memory. When the balance trembled, it was Jinglethorn who carried the tales initially. He who bound them in ink so they'd outlast the flames. He walked with us keepers for a very long time, but not as one of us, as a witness. He looks at you slowly and sort of studying you, and you feel, although he was very harsh a minute ago talking about Talon, there's a softness that he's not really shown many others tonight, as he looks you up and down. If he's trusted you enough to bear his mark, then you're no small thing, boy. Don't squander it. If Jinglethorn never wasted his ink, he's definitely not wasted his time on you. He wouldn't waste his faith. I would have a look in that book if I were you. It helps if you tickle the outside. I find it makes them chuckle rather than bite. So give it a go.
What?
As you just
What's
hear
that?
Elirr, you hear the growling coming from this book. As it's sort of snarling slightly.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. I'll try to see what you saw.
Well, I must say, I have imparted all the wisdom I have on these stones, but one thing is for certain, Ashira. The amulet that was taken from you, from us, the heirloom that you went to go look for, it houses one of these starlight stones. It would be best to bring it back into your hands.
I did not know that it housed such power. Obviously, I wouldn't have been as careless about it if I'd known, but I now understand why Erendor took it.
That is on me, Ashira. I should have told you. You see, it was an oversight. I knew that I was no longer fit to keep hold of this artifact. But I should have told you the weight of what it was. I believe that fate told me not to do so. And as you know, before family, I follow fate. As Anifi sort of pats him on the back and rubs his back slightly. Well, sorry, my stew is getting cold. If you don't mind, I'm going to just have a spoonful. What do you guys do?
If you need to go to bed, please do. I think some of us are tired as well. I have questions, but I can ask them in the morning.
No, I just need some food, and I'll be okay. But please, talk amongst yourselves. look amongst yourselves, as he has some food. What do you guys do?
I think, Max, people need to go use the loo and
Sure.
in real time.
That's a good time to take a break. Let's do it. We'll be right back. And we're back. So yes, you guys have just been told all of this information by Remus, who basically gave you a whole swathe of information about the Keepers of Balance, how there used to be 5 or 6 of them originally. Now there's only 5. One seems to have disappeared, or they don't know what happened to him. He knows of a couple of names. He knows of Jinglethorn, who Elirr, you know very well. He's got a bit of a warm feeling towards you. He's a little bit suspicious, or seems to have an eye on you, Zelentrus. And amongst all of this, he's also mentioned that Talon was the group that he was familiar with, and they're a disease, he described them as, rather than just ill-doers who are seeking out relics and trying to steal and gain power. And obviously, you now know, Ashira, the heirloom that you had housed one of these starlight stones, which were said to have been from the times of the Convergence, when the Keepers of Balance sealed the portals across Celestria. So yeah, a lot of information has come in just now. We're going to go very quickly and see what the rest of you are doing. As Remus steps back, he has a bowl of soup. What do you guys do? As you can see that Seamus is looking around. Can I ask, who here has been taking some soup? Who's been eating soup? Have you all been eating the soup? I would say everybody aside from Ashira and Mirabelle. Can I have a Constitution saving throw from you? We've already had it from Elirr. Elirr succeeded with a 12. Do you guys now know what the DC is?
Do I need another?
You don't need another unless you're having another bowl of soup. Are you planning on having a bowl of soup? I can give you another bowl of soup. Cool. Seamus hands you another bowl of soup.
I would have picked at it, but I wouldn't have eaten the whole thing.
Okay.
Fine.
Then I would say you probably don't need to.
Okay.
Do some still have the advantage, or was it already gone?
Did you look at...
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Then you don't have the advantage, unfortunately.
Yikes.
However, actually, you know what? I think you would have advantage as a druid. Yeah.
What?
I think you would. Cool.
Well, not any better.
Well, regardless. So yeah, we have from Sylas, we had an 8 and a 7. So Sylas, as you take a big spoon of this, it's hot initially and you're like, oh, this is quite warm. But you take a spoonful and you swallow it down. And it's only afterwards that you feel your mouth on fire. It's as if you've bitten into spice itself. You can feel the tingling on your lips and on your tongue. And although you've got some water at your side and you're in your sort of flask, you have a gulp and it doesn't seem to go anywhere. It just lingers. Yeah, the rest of you, I would say Elirr with a 21, you again, second time round, you smashing it. You don't care at all. Zell is absolutely fine. This is nothing in comparison to some of the prison food that you've had on your time. You're absolutely fine. Again, I would say, yeah, Sylas being the only one to struggle. Ashira and Mirabelle, as you guys are eating through it. Mirabelle, this is hot, but the spice, nothing. Ashira, whatever. This is normal. This is the way food is meant to taste. And Diego, you're there sort of picking at it. You're used to this. You've seen it before. You're avoiding maybe the spiciness of it, having experienced it previously. But yeah, Sylas.
Do I see him struggle?
You could. I will let Sylas answer that. Sylas, are you maybe coughing with the spice? How are you?
Oh hell
reacting?
yeah! I'm coughing, trying to look for my water flask, taking a few sips.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll use my elementalism to just create a cup of water for it.
Nice, yeah.
Gulp it down.
And I'll say it probably soothes more than it's still a little bit spicy. The water itself, it feels a little bit spicy. But yeah, you feel a bit more at ease as Mirabelle hands you this water to basically give you a lifeline. But yeah, what do you guys do?
That's gone right through me. I'll go find Sora to take a toilet break. As Zal's gonna go off and head off on his own into the forest a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. The rest of you?
Well, you guys are, if you don't mind, I think I would like to seek some refuge somewhere. I wouldn't mind another bowl, but I think I need some time to think.
You could take one with you if you'd like. Here, as he pours some remainder of the stew, he sort of spoons out the bottom of it, as this is probably the last, maybe one of the last one. As Flanagan looks as well, if there's seconds, I'll have another one as well, please. And gets the last sort of droplet of the stew. So yeah, you have a bowl. If you'd like, you can stay anywhere in the vicinity. There's also a tent up on the hill, just up there. Maybe you would like to camp there tonight, or you can stay by the fire down here if you'd like to.
Alright, I guess I try the tent. I think I need to be in a bit of quiet.
No problem at all. Please make yourself at home. As
I think he will actually just spread his wings, which he usually doesn't do inside the group much. But yeah, he's just in a bit of a hurry, I guess, and just flies up there.
Perfect. Yeah, if you and Zal would like to move your tokens to where you sort of head off to. The rest of you, what are you doing in this moment?
I think while they were having their little conversation about walking off, Judge would just kind of look towards Quinn and just real quickly say like a small prayer of just hoping for this child's safety and that she grows up to be a very strong individual who's able to take care of herself, things like that. And yeah, and then after he does that, he just tries to he'll try to make her laugh. Like, I don't know, try to make his eyes like go dim and back to bright again. Just try to see if she laughs or something.
Yeah, you're getting a reaction, and I'd say as you do this, as you say this prayer, you notice that Remus is watching you. They're all watching you from that corner. The family are sort of watching you, including Ashira, who's got her eyes on you at this moment. They're all sort of watching Quinn and you, but you would see that on your chest it glows. That sort of symbol on your chest that you would know to be the symbol of Thistledown glows that sort of orange-red color. And you see that symbol glowing and feel and can hear the hammer of the forge in your head as that radiant energy sort of pulses through you. And you'd hear that Remus sort of says, steel given soul. Strange days indeed. Keep your oath, machine, and maybe one day they will all trust you. As you do this, and he continues to sort of slurp his soup, and you all hear like a noise as he's slurping away his soup. He's the loudest eater of the bunch here.
Well, as long as this little one's safe, I think I will keep on to my oath.
Yes. As you're doing this, you feel the warmth radiating through you, but you also can feel the warmth of her. She's just looking at your eyes, and she giggles every time that your eyes glow and sort of close up as well.
Like he's playing peekaboo with her. Almost.
Yeah, basically. She's loving every second. What are the rest of you doing?
Are there any little twigs and flowers around?
You know what? If you'd like, you could forage around and have a look and see what you can see.
You know what? I'm gonna forage for those, and I'm also gonna check if I can find any flowers, medicine thingies to potentially do that. That was not the thing that I was going for, but if we are doing that, then I'm gonna do that as well.
Sure. I figure, seeing as you're looking around anyways, you probably would see these. Can I have either a nature check or an investigation check of the area around you, please?
Sure, I'll do a nature check with my guidance.
Wow, okay, yeah.
So, well, that's needed, because I have +7, so that's a really low roll.
So you're on a 10. And a 13 with guidance. Very nice. As you look around, you see about 5 or 6 different herbs that you recognize. Could be used in maybe potion creating and sort of blended down. But you also see 2 or 3 that you haven't seen before, and they appear to glow slightly. Can I have you roll a 1d8 for me, please?
Sure.
Very nice. Yeah. So as you go over to these, you pick up 3 of these bioluminescent petals, which are basically from the flower that you can see. And we'll get into what that is post-session, but these are bioluminescent flower petals.
Some flower petals.
You also find 5 flowers. Yeah.
Flowers.
Mhm.
Also some twigs.
Yeah, you get some twigs and things as well. They're sort of around pretty much everywhere. You're in the forest, so there's lots of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, 5 flowers that you could use to sort of craft as well. Yeah.
Yeah. What I will be crafting is just a small bracelet fit for a baby's arm.
Oh, okay. Very nice. Very nice. Cool. Yeah, you find maybe some little twigs and like they're sort of still fragile, like quite bendy, so they would be fashionable. Yeah. Or could be fashioned. Perfect. Yeah, cool. Yeah, you find a couple of those and you sort of gather them and collect them all as well. What are the rest of you doing?
I grab. I rummage in my pocket a little bit, and as I look over to whoever still sat there, which I mean, I reckon will be like Diego and Ashira. I'm like, all right. I heard someone mention dice, and I just grabbed my dice set out of my bag, and I'm like, this was a lot of information. Maybe we should play a game to lighten the mood a bit.
Mirabelle, before we start anything, I just want to warn you, these people are very good at dice games. Don't know how they do it, but they are very... I lost a lot of money last time. Don't wager what you can't afford.
Well, maybe not use their dice, use mine.
As Seamus sort of steps to you as you mentioned dice, he's got a bit of a grin to his face. I would say, Ashira, Diego, you guys know Seamus has a little bit of a problem when it comes to gambling. He really likes playing games. He likes making little bets. He's always down to play with dice, cards, whatever it is. He's lost many a trinket in his time. He's not the best at it, but he likes to do it anyways. And I would say that Mirabelle, initially, he was a little bit curious of you, maybe from a distance, wasn't sure how close he could get, didn't want to offend you in any way. But at this moment, as soon as you bring out the dice set, he goes over, little flame. Someone I see with potential, but with dangerous passions. We should play. I am all for it. As he pulls out his own dice set. I have my own dice, if I can use those.
They better not be loaded.
No, that's a Ashira set. And Diego's a cheat, I tell you.
Wait, no, I'm not. I lost every time.
You're a bad cheat, but you're still a cheat. As he sits down next to you, all in sort of, pretty. So, would anyone else like to play? Arya?
Judge? How much money do I have?
You have, I believe, 30, 50, 70 gold? I don't even know. This is your job.
Me and Quinn will be a team and we'll play. Ain't that right? Yeah. We're gonna win. That's what she just said.
How much do you want?
Pass me, pass me 25 gold and we'll start low.
25 gold, start low.
Start low.
I don't know how. Listen, guys. I assume 25 is like
I
decent amount.
I suppose we just played for a few gold.
No, I'm not gonna. Listen, I'm not gonna play. I'm not gonna play like with all of it at once. I'm gonna gamble like a little. It's just just in case.
Well, perhaps we take some drinks to start with. I think you can handle those. Hey, Mr. Judge. Just Judge.
I don't drink.
Well, even better. More for you, Ashira. As he goes and grabs 2 bottles of wine. You'll have to drink for him, you know. Somebody has to look after the baby. Arya, you're going to play? Yes, Father, I will play. I can do so. If it's okay with you guys, if I can join.
Don't worry if you get too intoxicated. I'm sure me and your mother can make sure Quinn's all good. All right.
Perfect. Well, Anifi, do you mind? Not at all, darling. I would love to take Quinn off your hands again. I will do it. No problem. You go enjoy yourself. When was the last time you and Ashira played games? It must have been like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Go for it. Go for it. As Arya
Which
sort of steps
is a
into
long
the circle.
time.
And I would say she's not making contact with you, Diego, but she is moving closer just to be in the group with you guys. Seamus sort of sits down next to you, Mirabelle, and they invite Judge and Ashira over. Remus, do you need anything for today or anything else? Do you need a hand getting back up there? No, it's okay. If it's okay with you, Seamus, I will stay here, and I would like to watch and observe, if that's okay. If that's okay with everyone else. I mean, I can do this and get you some more wine. As he clicks his fingers, and before you, Diego, you see 3 bottles of wine. One is a Drow Nightshade. It's a red, sort of velvety color. The one next to it is a rosé-colored, sort of pinkish wine, and there's also a white wine. As it looks as though he's got 3 different bottles, and you have no idea where this has just come from, but it's before all 3 of you, as you're sitting in the circle.
I don't even question it. I grab the Drow Velvet. I pour some, and for a bit of Dutch courage, because of the situation Diego's in, he just sort of like necks a load straight away, and then he's just like, and then just pours a bit more, and then starts pouring for everyone else.
I was always a fan of the Drow myself. Well, I will stay here and enjoy my soup. I'm a very slow eater, but enjoy yourselves. And if anybody has any questions, don't feel ashamed to come ask. I'm happy to tell you anything you need to know, as he looks to Ashira. What do you guys do?
Play
I
game.
hand Judge the gold.
How much are we wagering?
You are a team with Quinn. Why not ask her?
Yes, my new best friend here. How much you wanna bet?
She's
Quinn?
reaching out to you with her hand up in your face, and you see all 5 fingers just trying to touch your head.
Yeah, 5. 5 is a good number, guys. Yeah, we should start with 5 gold. As
the 2 of you sort of move around next to the circle over here as well, and pull up your sort of crates that you're sitting on. I would say that Remus, you can see Remus sort of points at the fire and it lights up slightly. It's like something about this guy, whilst you're sitting here, he doesn't even think. It's just the magic just happens around him. Flanagan, in the meantime, steps up and sort of arches his back, his belly fully extended. Well, if you don't mind, guys, I need to get back to pickle and turnip. I don't want to leave them out there in the cold. But thank you very much for the food. Honestly, Seamus, that was fucking fantastic. I'm going to head down now. To see you guys later. Yeah. Cool.
Have a good evening.
Yeah, and you lot. By the way, actually, here you go. He hands 5 gold to Seamus. And Seamus sort of looks at him. No, what are you doing? No, for the food, not just for tonight, but you can use it for your next refugee thing. You know, these guys are paying for me anyways, and I owe them my life, so keep it. As he hands over 5 golds.
Flanagan, I don't think you should give your money away, because by the end of tonight, I will not have enough money to pay you anyway. So,
that's fine.
I will, because I'm winning. I'm winning every game. I got my good luck charm.
If you don't mind, Seamus, could I grab some of that hay over there? As he points in this sort of direction. Just to feed turnip and pickle, and they'd really like it. I've got some Terramorn and Longhorn goats. They're quite fond of this stuff. No, well, by all means, go ahead. As he sort of gestures him on, and you see Flanagan heads over and picks up some of the hay, puts it under his arm, and sort of heads down and waves to you all, and heads shuttily down the road and heads off out of sight. Is anyone else? Ashira, what are you doing at this moment?
I hand Judge his money and then sort of let him go off with Quinn and keep a watchful eye on him. But I will cozy up sort of next to my granddad and let him finish his soup. And I'll probably keep an eye on people having fun and Judge with the baby and maybe have like a bit of a conversation in the background with my granddad. Maybe Anifi if she wants to get involved.
I would say that Anifi probably...
I'm watching.
Anifi probably sits there initially and maybe gets up halfway through. We'll come back to you in a moment. Let's start off with Elirr. Elirr, as you were the first one to get up and fly up onto the hill here, what is it that you're doing this evening?
He's just looking for a quiet place, so he also like kind of flew up a bit more on the rocky side of it. I assume it's quite a bit from the noise of the camp, or
Yeah. You're far
Yeah.
enough away that you can barely hear them. You hear the occasional laugh or chuckle, maybe the occasional from the baby. That's about it.
Sure. Yeah, he takes out the crystal. Also, essentially lights his guiding light around it again, just like almost like a little meditation of sorts.
Yep.
And he just closes his eyes and he kind of breathes to himself for truth, for recognition, for mastery, and for guidance. And then he just puts down the crystal in front of him. And he takes out the growling tome. And then I guess he tries tickling the outside of it, as he was advised to do.
Yeah. As you do so, you initially, as you take it out, it rumbles slightly and it's growling. You can hear it, but as you sort of almost tickle the leather on the outside, you notice that it starts to glow on the pages that are expressed, or the edges of the pages start to glow, and the growling turns more into sort of a hum. And
tickle it some more.
Yeah, as you do so, it sort of hums at you, and the pages seem to ripple almost, and then it goes silent.
It's closed by a seal, is it?
It's got like a leather-bound seal on a clasp, so you'd have to undo the clasp to open it up.
So I kind of like wave my hand over the clasp and I don't know, check if there's anything odd up with it, but otherwise I would just try and open the clasp.
Yeah, as you open the clasp, it doesn't appear to be anything strange. It looks as though it has a purple gem on the front of the book that glowed for a minute as you sort of tickle it, and it opens up. And as you open it, you hear the wind sort of flips open the pages. It almost like a gust of wind hit this book, and the pages open up to a specific page, and you see written across it is just one name, one word, Thalassor. And as you see it, you hear the word almost like it's on the wind itself as the wind passes through you. Thalassor, as it opens. There's nothing else on the page. What do you do?
I I guess
As you look at it, I would say that the tome itself is warm to the touch, and when it's held, it's silent, but it remains a faint sort of fluttering sound, almost like a bird in the distance, like wings flapping, or like pages turning themselves.
I think he will close his eyes and listen to the wind and
Interesting.
remember the time when he would use his calligrapher's tools to like write down his spells and kind of focus energy. I don't know, more than with his eyes, read with his mind.
Okay, so like you're sort of listening to the wind around you, and you're sort of trying to focus on maybe that as well as everything around you. I would say, can I have a perception check from you, please? And it would be perception. 21. With a 21, Elirr, you begin to hear what sounds like a whisper. As you hear, it sounds like words that you can't quite understand. It's sort of like, it's almost as if it's very breathy. It's on the wind, but you can clearly tell there's something being said on the wind. And before you, as you close your eyes as you're listening, you see a faint glimmer coming from the page. And as you open your eyes, it's as though the silver threads that were once on the outside are writing words on the page in front of you. but it's in a language that you don't understand. It looks like rune shape, and there's something magical about it, but you can't work out exactly what. But whatever you heard on the wind, the same beats appear to be it's almost as if whatever you heard that you couldn't understand has now been written on the page itself in front of you. Can I have an Arcana check from you, please, as you open your eyes and look at it?
Before I do that,
Yep.
I think I would like to listen to my heartbeat, like kind of focus down more on like the thump of the heartbeat.
Okay.
And yeah, then do the Arcana, I guess.
Yeah, can I have an Arcana check, please, at advantage? As you're sort of listening to as a 10 and then a 28, which is nuts. Yeah, with a
It's
28,
actually.
you see that what was initially being written very slowly as sort of runes, as you sort of ground yourself and listen to your own heartbeat along with the wind, you hear it once again. The lasso. This time clearer. It's very evident in your head. Can I have a history check from you, please? With a 19. With a 19, you would know the Lassor is a prime god.
Yeah.
The Lassor is said to be one of the prime gods, the god of storms. He is a god of storms that basically you would know. He is also the reason you have Thalas Day. It's named after one of the prime gods. You would know that he is said to have been very heavily tied with the power of the elements and the prime god that can almost embrace storm itself, whether it's the wind or the lightning. And it's with that, as you come to this recollection, that it's almost like words start to appear on the page and then it slams shut. And you hear that growl coming from it again. What do you do?
I think he would almost instinctively open his wings and like kind of like in a like a what do you call it? I don't know, like a crisscross legged sitting position he's in, and start flapping the wings while he's holding the books, almost like he's starting to like not fly but like
he can
hover.
feel the glide of the air underneath him. You feel the air, but it starts to sort of slow down or quiet down. That breeze that you felt initially starts to sort of wane, and you hear it for a final time. You just hear, this time whispered on the wind.
He will close his eyes again while flapping his wings lightly.
Okay.
And
are your eyes closed?
Yeah.
Cool.
He goes and he says the name Zelentrus in his own mind first, slowly.
Elirr, as you do this, you then feel a biting pain as the book is bitten onto your hand and you take 3 points of damage. It's growling at you. This time it has teeth formed from the edges of the strings of the page. That thread that was binding the letters together are now formed like hard teeth into your arms. You would know that you could bound it shut. What are you going to do?
I squint. He keeps his eyes closed tightly, like he tries to ignore the pain, and he slowly whispers, "Thalathor."
Cool. Elirr, as you whisper it, you feel a second bite attack as you take a further 2 points of damage. And another growl, this time on your other arm, as the book is basically clinged onto your arm. What do you do?
He winces lightly, and someone who might be listening, if anyone is, would hear him probably.
I don't think anyone would hear you.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And he whispers it again, a bit louder.
Okay.
And,
Yeah. Do you have your eyes closed again?
it's still closed. Yeah.
Okay. As you say Thalassor again, you feel a bite attack, this time doing 6 points of damage to you. As it bites to sort of your chest, and you can feel the teeth pressed into you. As you're looking pretty rough.
Mm-hmm.
You would know at any time you can seal it shut. What do you do?
And he kind of settles down back on the floor.
Mhm.
So it's just biting his chest, or is there multiple things biting?
It's bitten you, but you close your eyes and then you feel the teeth remove and it bites somewhere else. Then you whisper again, it bites you again. It's not doing it when you say it. It's just as you're saying this, it's biting at you. Yeah.
And then he tries to reach with his hands for it, and just tickle it again.
You try to open it up?
No, he just tries reaching for it, like where it's biting on his chest, like as it's biting him, kind of.
Can I have a dexterity saving throw, please?
Dexterity saving. 21.
As you go to reach for it, it tries to snap at your hands, but you successfully, with a 21, manage to move them out of the way. What do you do? You can reach around it, but as you try to open it up or reach your hands over it, towards it, it tries to slam shut to bite you.
I will open my eyes and try and look at the pages.
You can't see them because it's basically rippling and then there's just these teeth on it. It's growling at you.
Okay. I guess he will. You're saying it's like literally like sitting in front of him, like
yeah.
poised,
Every
or-
time. So basically, you can touch the back of it. You'd be able to. You know that you'd be able to seal it shut again. But anytime that you try to go anywhere near the actual pages, it tries to bite you. What do you do?
He tries to kind of. Jesus. Tries to kind of like, I don't know. I'm trying to think like to reassure it, like I'm not trying to open it, so to speak.
It looks at you, and
it
looks at you, and I will say that you know that it looks like it's waiting for you to make a move to try and bite you.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, that's. As you would notice that, as well as the sort of teeth on the edges, the silver thread which was bound to the outside is also forming eyes on the side that are looking at you. Sort of on the side of the pages. So as you're looking at it, you see the side of the pages, and then you've got like teeth on either corner and these eyes looking at you. It's magical in a lot of ways.
I guess I will just sit in front of it, like almost like, like a wild animal at bay or something.
Okay. Can I have a dex saving throw, please?
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, God.
With a 22, you manage to dodge out of the way as it lunges for you as you sit down in front of it. It tried to bite you again.
Yeah, I get that.
As you stand up awkwardly out of the way with this book that's basically trying to bite your ankles at this stage.
Can I cast sleep on this?
You can try. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Cool. You see that you cast sleep, and it just looks at you. Can I have a dex saving throw, please?
Oh my God. 17.
With a 17, you just about avoid another bite at your ankles. I will remind you, you are on 4 hit points.
Yes, I know.
What do you do? I'm just loving this idea of Elirr just jumping around with this book, snapping at his ankles.
Fucking book. I guess
Roll
I would
initiative,
take...
Elirr.
What?
Roll initiative. Roll initiative.
Don't roll initiative.
I guess I would try and just take wing out of its reach.
Okay, you fly up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sort of hover up, and it's at the ground beneath you, looking up at you, and occasionally like jumps up to try and bite you, but doesn't get much ground off. Doesn't get much off the ground. What to do?
I am Elirr, lost on the winds. Guide me.
As you just see this thing's biting you.
And he just says Salazar a third time out loud.
As it just keeps biting towards you, nothing happens.
The fucking thing hates it, yeah. I have no clue what to do.
You know that you'd be able to seal it shut if you were to land towards it.
Yeah.
You know that, but if you went from sort of behind, you could probably grab it and seal it.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you tried to open it, it's gonna bite you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I will like almost not a talon attack really, but like, you know, the Aarakocra can do that. So kind of with his feet, he kind of landing on it and then seal it shut.
Okay, you're gonna seal it shut?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, you sort of land down with your claws on it almost. And your talons sort of hold it shut. And then do you bound it as you've got a grip on it?
Yeah.
Cool, yeah, you bind it and you feel the sort of threads go back onto the outside as you put this leather clasp over it. It goes through, and yeah, you feel the grumble coming from inside of it, but it's not able to bite you anymore. It's then that you hear on the wind Alasor very clearly.
I guess he will go pick up his crystal. Kind of hold it in his hands, like in one hand and the book in the other.
Yep.
And he closes his eyes again and he just whispers the Thalsor. Whatever the hell are you doing with this book? Help me and guide my wings.
Yeah, you say that sort of light prayer, and I'll say that that's sort of the scene that happens for you. Maybe you do some more prayers before you sort of.
And then I will put away, the book into the little pouch he carries on the side for the book that he currently reads.
Perfect.
And then he limps back down, and
cool,
just kind of settles.
I will say that whilst that has all been happening, we'll jump to Zell, who was the other one who stepped away from the group. You moved away, you had a thought at the campfire before everyone's decided to play games. You got up just after Elirr flew up. You stepped up to walk away, and you walked into the forest. What is it Zell is up to right now? You're muted.
I know, I'm
There you
muted.
go. Yeah, welcome back.
Well, thank you for that. Zell starts walking off into the forest, and just the walk starts to almost become a bit of a run as he just wants some space. And once he feels he's kind of enough out of earshot, really, of the camp, he takes the stone out of his pocket and he throws it on the floor across from him.
Okay, yeah, you throw it on the floor. It sort of bounces slightly, and you can see it's got the green glow to it.
Who are you? He saw you, he knew you. Are you one of Talon's splinter groups? Are you this goddess of deceit? Maybe I should walk to a city guard right now. Maybe I should get myself in prison just so you're locked away.
We've already been locked away once before, haven't we?
But I'll stay there this time. I'll tell them it's not safe.
Do you remember what you saw the other night? Do you remember that vision you had? The heavens, the sky, Celestria below you. That was the celestial realm. That was where Azulara spends most of her days. She rarely visits the mortal plane. What use is there of a god who doesn't answer your prayers? What is it you want from me, exactly, Zelentrus?
There are things that I want, but I need to know the price. I'm not putting people in danger.
Perhaps I could lend you some of my power. Should you agree to some of my terms? You wouldn't be the first in your bloodline to do so, to open their heart to what I have to offer.
What does that mean?
Well, you know of your father's father, and you know of your ancestry with the likes of Azulara. But have you ever wondered how Aasimar come to be? Who says Azulara's the only blood in your being?
I'm not following.
Well, the purest of Aasimar families are born of two Aasimar, are they not? You are a pure blood, as was your father, and his father, and his, and their mother. Alara Drakian, your ancestor. She held the stone of Azulara, the stone you hold now of Azulara. I
This
am
is
not
only one of your
Azulara.
oaks.
I was not trying to deceive you. I merely wished to know what you wanted to know from her. It seems she offers nothing to you. Perhaps I can. What I want to know, what I can't figure out, is what is it you want?
Azulara couldn't protect my people, but neither could I. I was imprisoned. I was helpless. Someone deceived them, and so many of them died. I want the strength, the wisdom. I don't want that to happen again.
You're not the first of your blood to wish not to be deceived. One of your ancient ancestors, one of your bloodline many, many years ago, was my champion. I am Seraphine, goddess of deceit. I offer you everything you could possibly want, along with one term. Unlike everyone else, I promise never to deceive you. After all, it's thanks to you that I was able to accomplish what I sought to do.
Well, what was that?
Perhaps that's something you'll learn in time.
That means you're the crow.
I'm not a crow. Nor am I the crow. I see no reason to involve myself with these Talon faction. They're simply
Insight check?
Yeah, you can do an insight check, sure. They are
I'm so
simply
bad at this. I'm so bad at this.
they are simply a means to an end. You're not sure.
That's a
You
9.
you would know you don't fully trust the stone, but you don't know for sure whether she's telling the truth or not. By the sounds of it, sounds pretty genuine. As she says to you, my involvement with Talon, those blithering idiot cultists, was for my own goals. You see, it benefits me to have a champion in the mortal plane, especially when the prime god whose domain I reside, within which I reside, can no longer speak freely on his own.
Which god is that?
I dare not speak his name. You haven't yet earned the right. But in time, you can accomplish all you seek. I will show you how I did it. I will tell you how to become the champion. You need only plead your alliance with me, without telling the others. You see a smirk across the stone. I will also provide you the powers that she could not. And it's with that you see the stone goes from that glowing green to that normal pale stone color as the light in the forest around you dims and you can hear the laughter of the campfires behind you in the distance. What do?
You're coming with me, but I'm not making a deal with you. I have no trust in gods. And you have done little, if nothing, to earn mine. And for me to deceive, to hide things from the people who have done things for me, your terms are unacceptable. And he picks up the stone and he puts it in his pocket, and he says, Remus mentioned ruin. That ruin follows Talon. Kalara's order, the one that she found, the one that my family is the Fellowship of Ruin. With or without your help, I will stop them as well. And Zell pockets the stone, doesn't accept the deal, and walks back to camp.
Sounds good. Perfect. Meanwhile, whilst Elirr is fighting with his growling book and getting bitten a couple times, and Zell is having a conversation with a rock in the forest, the rest of you, Sylas, you've been picking up some flowers and things. You've picked up a couple of twigs. Are you currently fashioning that bracelet? What is it that you're doing?
I would say that on the way back to camp,
Mhm.
I will try to make the bracelet for the baby.
Mhm.
A bit in my own mind, in a weird forest. I've never been here before. I'm trying to find my way back.
Perfect. Yeah. I would say you successfully. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put a roll on this. Can I have you please either roll for me a performance check or a sleight of hand to try and create this. I will allow it.
Go.
Either will be allowed at advantage because you are using natural ingredients to do this, to create this bracelet. But yeah, which one are you going to go with? Either performance or sleight of hand? Trying to
I will
craft
go
this.
with sleight of hand.
Perfect. Yep. And that will be at advantage. So 5. So 5 it is.
A 5.
As you successfully put together a bracelet, but it looks as though it's not the sturdiest. You're not sure it's going to last. But yeah, you create it as you arrive back to the others. You sort of step into the light, and you can see now that there's a couple things you might need to tighten or work on a bit longer. Would you rather do that, or do you want to hand it over to Quinn? What is it that you would do?
No, I'm still working on it to make sure it will stay in place.
Perfect.
When a kid will have it.
Cool. I'll say that you spend maybe at least the first game of the dice sort of crafting this and putting it together. But yeah, as you arrive back, you've got these sort of flowers and these petals, as well as this bracelet that you're sort of tying together. The rest of you, as Ashira sits with her grandfather and Anifi, what is it that you are doing? How are you playing this game? What exactly are you doing with the dice? Diego.
What game are we playing? Is it just like rollies? Is that what we're just doing?
Yeah. But can you describe it to me? Does Diego sort of take the lead, having poured the drinks for everybody?
No, I think Diego's definitely letting others take lead. I think there's a few things on his mind at the minute.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, people probably have to nudge him to remind him to play.
Okay. Daydreaming.
Yeah, he's sort of like inward thinking at the moment, and I like to think every now and then, maybe when everyone's like in the heat of the moment of the game, he sort of like looks down at the floor, looks at his hand, and then like as he clenches his fist, like a small flower bud just blossoms near him, and he like looks at it and like double takes, and then he like opens his hand again and it blooms ever so slightly a little bit more, and he notices that the glow on his chest brightens every time it happens, and he sort of like looks up to see if anyone's noticing him, which I don't know if they would or not. But he'd definitely be looking in like Sylas's direction more than anything, thinking maybe it was Sylas doing it. But can see Sylas is obviously crafting these flowers and everything going on, and then someone nudges him and then he rolls his dice again. So I think that's what Diego's doing.
I would say that for the sake of brevity, maybe Seamus leads it on and he goes, well, shall we play the game? Little miss, would you like to start? Ladies first, after all, as he looks to you, Mirabelle.
No, of course. And I'll just grab my own dice, which are like very... This is one of the few things she's actually kept from her time at Lady Nanette's estate. So there's like a very pair of dice, or like dice set with little bits of gold flakes on it. And yeah, I would be, you know, glancing at both Arya and Diego and Ashira every now and then, but otherwise I'm like, yeah, no, I'm gonna focus on this game right now. So I'm gonna pep myself up a little bit and be like, yay, let's play a game.
Perfect. Can I ask then, for everybody who's playing, Judge, as you come in and you said, looks like we're betting 5 gold, as you saw Quinn raise her hand. Would you put 5 gold pieces down?
Yeah, I take 5 gold pieces out, and I'm like, all right, Quinn, go ahead and put your hand on it for good luck. And I'll like
Quinn's like, it's shiny, like
yeah. And then as she puts her hand on, I'll put it down. I'm like, all right, we're gonna win this hand. And then yeah.
Do the rest of you follow suit? As I see that Seamus puts 5 gold down, the 5 that were given to him by Flanagan just a moment ago, as he puts them down.
I'll put them down, but very reluctantly, because this is a lot of money.
I put 6 down by accident, and then someone points it out, and I put 1 back.
Arya will also put 5 gold pieces down, and she'll sort of move over maybe to be opposite you, Mirabelle, so that you're sort of more in a circle. Yeah, and as you do, can I ask everybody who's playing this to roll for me 2d6, please? As I will do it first for
2d6.
Arya, and then secondly for Seamus as well. Cool. Diego. So first for Arya, and then for Seamus. Yeah, as you would see, Mirabelle, the judge rolls a 5, Mirabelle rolls an 11, Diego with a 2, Arya with a 4, and Seamus with a 6. As Seamus looks to you, Mirabelle, wow, those are some very nice dice you have there. Seems you win the first one, and you'll get to pick who you would like to drink their drink. As he moves the gold over to you. Who will it be?
I sort of wink at Ashira and take the drink.
You take the drink?
Yeah.
Oh, I like this one, Diego. She's very good. She's a very good girl. Okay, so let's all go again. What is the wager this time? Quinn, do you want to decide for us?
Well, before we go any further, does somebody else have some other dice? I can't use these again.
Well, I have these ones. As you see, Seamus pulls out another set of dice. You notice that they're worn slightly, and he... actually, these ones. As he pulls out a third set of dice. There you go. Would these do for you, Diego?
And then I give him back his original set that he gave me earlier, convinced that he's like fix them.
Right.
And I'm like, take the new ones. Okay. And I'm like looking at each dice at this point, making sure that they're not like dodgy.
Very nice. Yeah. How do you guys do this?
How about we do 2 gold? I know it's a little less, but you have to drink an entire drink.
Oh, well, Diego, I like it what you're saying, but perhaps you have to down your drink and tell a secret about yourself.
Why not?
And the lowest also has to drink their drink as well.
All right, I'm in.
Hey,
All right,
extra
Quinn, you better have a
stakes.
secret ready.
All right. Well, everybody ready to go? Let's go. Hey, Quinn, blow on these. As Quinn tries to reach for the dice. Well, not quite what I wanted, but okay. As he shakes his dice and begins to roll. I'm just gonna copy this code. Hold on. As first Arya rolls, and then Seamus. As you would see that Arya rolls an 8 with a 3 and a 5, which is the highest of the round, and she sort of goes, well, thank you, as she takes the gold and pockets it to her side. What was the rules again? What's the...
Wait, so everyone that lost has to down their drink? Is that not how we play?
I think that is what we said, as Seamus...
Everyone.
Right.
Oh.
Gulp, 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 gulp.
Wait, no. Didn't we make a rule that for Judge Ashira drinks?
Well, she can also drink Ashira. As you're in the middle of a conversation with your
Thank you,
grandfather, and
Ashira.
Seamus just hands you a cup of wine.
You have to down it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm not very good at these games. Yeah, you have to down it. I'm not.
Can I have a Constitution
playing
saving
very
throw
well.
from everybody who had to drink there, which I think is everybody but Arya. So I will also do it for
Whatever
Seamus.
you win, I'm taking a cut, Judge.
You keep buying money anyway. I don't ever carry any gold.
As Mirabelle succeeds with a 10. Ashira and Diego, you both feel a little bit tipsy after downing that drink.
I will lucky that
Okay.
roll. Damn it.
Did I get a heroic inspiration for this day?
I think you did at the beginning of the day. I think you were
It was
given
you
one.
and Silas, wasn't it?
But did you
I
use
believe.
it with the
Can I
perception?
use it for this?
I don't
No, I
think
don't
you
think
did.
so. I don't
No.
even know what the dice is.
Yes, you
Is it
definitely can.
D20?
Because it's a D20 roll.
Wait, that was my first D20 roll. So did I get that with advantage because of the song that was played earlier?
Yes, you would have had it with advantage.
Which means I now can use lucky. 15?
Okay, and Ashira with a 20. Yeah, so the only one... So none of you feel that. You all look fine. I will say, as I need to roll for Seamus now, as
on,
he had to
Dad.
down his drink, it was a Constitution save. It's whispered, but it wasn't 19. Oh, you know what? I'll roll it again because it was whispered. It wasn't 19. It's a 10 as he succeeds as well. As all of you sort of brush it off. So, who got the lowest roll? They have to tell a secret.
Oh, thank God it wasn't me.
It was it was you, Mr. Just Judge.
Oh,
What secrets do you have?
right.
Do you have any secrets to tell us?
Well, I guess lately I've been seeing a lot of things, and well, I guess I've had a life previous to this one that I don't know much about.
Okay.
That's all I know.
Perfect. Good secret,
Thank you.
Judge. Shall
Yeah.
we go again? Maybe this time we raise
Right.
the stakes. And I'll use these other dice. As he pulls out another one.
No, they go away. I've seen those ones in the purple cup. No, I've seen them before.
Okay, fine, you. Whatever you say. I'll use these.
Played 3 games with me, didn't roll anything below a 6.
Okay, fine. One last round for the night. Maybe someone else can choose the number. Anybody?
5 gold.
Five gold. All right.
That's
Another
acceptable.
5 gold. Okay. Sure. As he puts it in, and Arya sort of shyly puts down 5 gold pieces as well. Yeah.
Do
Can
Do we have any of that shine moon left?
Are you getting drunk, Diego?
I think all losers have to take a shot of shine moon.
Wait, you guys drink Shine Moon? Why didn't we get that out? Do we have any of that remaining, Arya?
Wait, you also have?
Well, we do brew it, so I mean, we might have some. Let me have a look. As she gets up to walk over to the side here and sort of looks in the barrel. Looks in the barrel. Seamus said, you sure you want to use it now? Yes, Arya, bring it. As she comes back with a bottle, and you can see it's a bottle, and on the front of it is a very crude drawing of what looks to be Seamus's face, drawn on the label. Well, you see, I was trying to start a small side hustle. Anyways, let's go. We'll do one shot of those for anybody who does not roll the highest. Is that right?
Yes.
I
And
like
the answer
this
to your
game, Diego.
question, Mirabelle, I always lose, so yes, I guess so.
So 5 gold pieces, you said? Okay, let's do our rolls. As the first one is Arya, and then Seamus, who rolls a 10. Ah, that's more like it. You'll be glad to know.
Can
that-
I?
Yeah?
Can I do something?
What
I
do you
want
wanna
to try to, I don't know, slide a hand this, but I want to like act like my knee like punts the table on accident just a little bit, as if I'm trying to like take care of Quinn and try to chant like make one of his dice roll to another number.
You know what?
To lower it.
I'm gonna need let's have a deception check to see if
I'm really
the
bad at
others
these.
notice. You successfully turn over one of the dice, and it becomes.
It's on accident. I'm like trying to take care of Quinn. It's
Can you re-roll 1d6 for me, please? And it'll be your 3 that you're
Yeah.
changing. As he now has an 11.
oh
However, can I have a perception check from Diego and Mirabelle, who are looking in that direction, please?
Wait, I'm so confused. How has he got the 4 is the one that changed.
No, he had a 3 and a 5, a 3 and a 6, didn't he?
no,
No,
we had
4 and a 6.
4 and a 6. So the 4 was the one that changes.
Okay.
Mirabelle, you see this. Diego, you see this. You both see that he's cheating slightly. Do you say anything? Oh, Judge, well done. An 11.
Oh, yeah.
Wait a minute.
Wait.
This is a fast. And as I stand up, I also knock the table.
Okay, yeah. Can I have a deception check from you, please?
Sure.
This is ridiculous. Okay.
21.
Okay, can I have a
wow.
perception check from anybody who's looking in Judge's directions. That would be either Mirabelle or Judge.
Wow.
Judge, you don't notice. And Diego, can I have you re-roll your lowest dice, please, which is the 3? So a
Reroll
1d6.
my lowest.
Yeah, 1d6.
Okay.
Please roll lower.
As you roll a 3 again. Actually, no, because it's the same dice. It would have re-rolled to a different one. So yeah, another d6, please.
Wait, it has to reroll to a different dice.
So it's a 4.
never
So you
mind.
gain an extra point.
Oh, be 10.
So you're on a 10 as well. But Judge is
Yeah.
on an 11, and you know that he's messing with his dice.
Oh, Judge is on an 11.
Quinn,
Yeah,
thank
Judge
you.
is on 11.
Thank you, Quinn. Man, you gotta calm down there, little one. You gotta calm down there.
Well, it looks like Judge wins, even though we tied Diego with a 10, which I swear you rolled lower. But okay, anyways, let's
I
well,
just give Diego a wink.
as you gain 25 gold pieces, Judge, from
How
this
on
exchange.
earth has the man that uses no gold won all the gold?
And I believe that means we all take a shot of this bad boy as he opens it up,
Why?
pops out the keg.
Diego, I'm sure you know the answer to that one, no?
Ah, yes. Head of the dog.
Head of the dog. Yes, exactly. Diego, you remember.
That of the dog.
As you all throw it back. And can I have a Constitution saving throw from all of you, please? At disadvantage.
Oh. Disadvantage.
Yep.
Yeah, still an 18.
As
I'm
Mirabelle succeeds with an 18 as her low roll. You just like, it's almost like it hits the back of your throat and you're fine. Diego, you rolled an 8.
I'll use a lucky.
Okay. As you roll a 19, you successfully succeed. And then for Ashira's family, as let me get their tokens out quickly. Character sheet. Cool. As first of all, Arya rolls a 15, so she succeeds. And Seamus, sitting next to you, Mirabelle, watching you down this with no issue, also downs this with no problem. Well, oh, that's good stuff. Haha. Well, oh, I do feel it though. It's quite warm. I think this is a bit rich for my blood. Maybe we should take a break from this. Perhaps we could have a talk about, I don't know, something else. Unless you want to keep going, we could raise the stakes another to 10 gold. I have about that much left on me. Just about.
No, merci. I would like to quit while I'm still in the positives.
Okay, I see, I understand. This is okay. I will go and check on the Yakutus, and I'll be back in a bit. But thank you for the games, everybody. As you see, he stands up, and he sort of counts the money he's got left, maybe rolls the dice in his hands and heads away. Whilst this has all been happening, can I please ask, Ashira, what have you been saying to your grandfather as we're watching these guys sort of have this conversation, and they're all sort of sitting by the campfire playing this game? Anything that you do?
Okay. So, for the sake of brevity, she would have given him a bit of a rundown, a more detailed rundown from her, what happened on the week, on her way to Sylvantal, to speaking to the black market, about Arendor, how she got to meet these guys in the prison, meeting some weird guy called Talus, talking about fate, and how her granddad is always about fate, so she's been pursuing it. And then also like a rundown of basically what has already been told and some of her dreams. And then she says that when I was in the grove, I met the bodyguard of Princess Soliara. I forget her name, but the Princess Sylvantal.
Ah, okay.
And she told me, well, he told me about an Argent in the coalition.
Okay.
I don't believe you have ever mentioned that we have family in the coalition.
Well, he looks to Anifi, who sort of looks and nods slowly. You see, it was a long time ago, Ashira. His hand tightens around his staff and his jaw sort of sets. And you can see that for a moment, he doesn't really answer. And then softer, almost like his voice is breaking, he just says, Evelyn. His eyes don't lift. He looks longingly ahead of him. And his voice drops like a stone as he says, My wife, your grandmother. She believed in gods. She believed in the coalition's promise, justice, law, a place where tieflings and elves and men could stand as one. She worked for them in Stonehaven many, many moons ago. She gave her life, Ashira, to the idea that the banners mean more than greed. But when their own struck her down, when 3 men with blades and drunken hate murdered her in the street, the coalition turned their faces away. They called it an accident. Misplaced rage. No trial, no sentence, just silence. For the first time, Ashira, you can see your grandfather is raged. There is something about the way that he's talking to you which fills you with a sense of dread. You've never seen him almost angry as he's seething here. His knuckles whiten as you can see that the staff he's gripping gets tighter. The firelight dancing across his eyes. They get wet with grief, but hard with resolve. And I would say that anybody in the area, probably those by the game as well, you'd see that the fire sort of roars almost slightly and then drops down back to where it was. That day, I learned the truth. The coalition protects its own. But only the right kind of own. And Evelyn, she was a tiefling. So she was no one to them. The fire pops sharply, like sound, almost like a broken heart. He looks to you, Ashira. His voice gentler now. Never trust them, Ashira. Not their honeyed words, not their polished banners. They will smile while they weigh your worth. And if the scales tip against you, they will let you burn. That is the only balance they know. And Nephi sort of touches his hand and then leans over to look at you. Not everyone in the coalition is a bad soul. They mean to do well. We know that. Remus and I know this. Seamus once tried to become one of the coalition. He believed in their cause. It's one of the reasons we were initially a bit hesitant with what we learned of Diego. But I will say, we don't trust them anymore, Ashira, and there are some that mean well, I'm sure, and there's good people in every circle. But Remus and I, we cannot forgive what happened. The hatred of the tieflings, purely for their race, for their blood, this discrimination cannot stand. We mean well, we don't harm anybody. Remus here, our ancestor, Callista, she was a keeper of balance, and we protected the world. We gave our all to protect people on this plane. But they don't care. That's why we're hated. Because we have horns. Because we look like devils. The real devils are the men that hide behind smiles and smirks. Acting like they know good. You can see that Remus's grip softens. His eyes are watery.
She puts a arm on his or hand on his shoulder.
He looks. to you.
I didn't know. You never told me what happened, and it was when I was very little. And I thought it was a touchy subject, so I never asked.
Ashira. Evelyn was one of the best champions for Coalition. She was a high officer within their ranks. And yet she had her own
am
men turn
confused.
against her. Because she was a tiefling. There was no other reason. I tried to reason with the men and women of Stonehaven's council, and they did not want to hear me. That's why I don't go into the city when we are there. I cannot walk the same streets that she once did. We didn't tell you or your
Eventually.
sister because we didn't want to change your perception of the life that they lived. Who are we to further this animosity? Hatred just breeds hatred. We don't need this in our life. They don't need it. We don't need it. We have it hard enough as it is, and we're pretty well off as it comes. Can't say much more for the other tieflings who have less fortune than we do.
You know what I feel. People who deserve it karma will find them. And if I find the men who touched Evelyn,
It
Well-
was many moons ago. I don't believe they will still be breathing. Those human men, they don't live as long as we do. So, and I hold
well,
anger for them, but who knows why they would do this? What they had learned. I cannot hold any grudges on the human race, not for this. It's not their fault. As you know, we get good humans as he gestures towards Diego. They all have good souls.
well, even then, I think the coalition is mixed in its people it employs.
Well, you can say the
We'll
same for
try and
everyone.
find out more information, and if not, perhaps try and pull some strings for the future,
That's
so it
my
doesn't
girl.
happen again. I wasn't expecting you to drop such a bombshell tonight.
Yes, well, you have very good questions, and I am afraid it is as though the weave has more in fate for our family. Seems
must
I
say to
should
you-
share it with you. Yes?
Though I do not know if the connection is still there, as you say, it falters at the moment. But a few days ago, we were at the moonlit lake between the druid groves,
Ah,
and when I gazed upon the lake at the night, I saw my reflection.
you saw the reflection at the lake. The moonlit lake. Beyond
Yes.
the grove of Luna.
Yes.
It seems she
Perhaps.
smiles upon you, Ashira.
I do not know if this extends, but perhaps if you find the time, it could be a place for you to camp out one night.
Oh,
Have a look.
perhaps we will.
Who knows?
Maybe when the leech is fully dealt with. I would not want to take this family there. Although, I wouldn't mind a few cracks against him. It's been a while. As, yeah, you see, he sort of looks to you and almost in jest says this to you. He's not serious. As he then says, I have visited the lake before, but I never saw my reflection. I had hoped I had. Perhaps the mark of Glacia prevents me from doing so. It is said that our ancestors once did this, and they could see in her light. She is a prime god, so Luna, she's one of the most powerful gods there ever was, and ever will be. Is there anything else you would like to know, Ashira? As I am afraid I must go to
I-
bed soon, as I apologize, I'm getting hungry.
Please.
I'm tired after eating. Oops.
I have some more mundane questions. They can wait till morning.
Are you sure? Is there
Please-
anything you want
please.
to ask?
Yes, It honestly, it's about stuff in Sylvantal and like some. I just want to know where you guys are headed. I can wait.
Ah, okay.
You can talk to me in a fresh mind. It's been a long night.
No worries, no worries. Well, we are going to go back to Aethria. I was looking for, actually, to meet with Fibrak about this feeling. He no doubt senses this weave breaking. And I hear he travels a lot, but he does return to the Ethereal Spire fairly often. We're going via Terramora, through the mountainside path. The same one we came in on the way here. So I know the road well, and perhaps I can be of use of service at the Ethereal Spire. That's where we'll go. We'll probably stop somewhere maybe along the way with Quinn. I wouldn't want to take her, into the spire or the cities. It's very crowded, and they're much more land-based. The Yakutus can't fly, so, But that's our plan. Anyways, I will head to bed, if you don't mind. I'm sorry. It's lovely to see you again, Ash, and to have you here in my arms as he puts an arm around you. Oh, Ash, one other thing. I wanted to give you this. As you see, he reaches behind him, and he has a small satchel to his side, which you see he puts his hand into, and it just keeps going to his elbow. Even though the satchel's about this size, it just keeps going. You would know this is a bag of holding. As he pulls out an item, and he flicks open the lid of what is like a chest almost. Well, are you still into your art, Ash? Do you still enjoy doing drawings and paintings? No?
Well, I mean, I guess I haven't drawn in a long time.
Well, maybe this will give you a
I
reason
do.
to do
I am
so.
more of a cartography. Well, not you know the kit I have.
Yes, of course, I know what you do, but when you were little, you little girl, you and your sister used to paint all the time. She has no use for this, and I have a feeling maybe you will. As he hands over to you basically a chest full of lots of different paints and a paintbrush. And you would know, as it'll be added to your sheets or to your belongings, you would know that you have just been given something which you'd seen him use when he was younger. It is the Nolzur's Marvelous Pigments, which is a very fun, useful item. It's very rare and it's wondrous. It's a fine wooden box that contains 1d4 pots of pigment and a brush. And you can use the brush, expending one of the pots of pigment, and you can paint any number of 3-dimensional objects and terrain features such as walls, doors, trees, flowers, weapons, webs, and pits. And these elements will be confined to their space, but you can basically paint a door on a wall and then use it like a door, for example. Think Looney Tunes? That's what you can do with these. But yeah, you get handed these paints as he hands it over to you.
This are you sure you don't want to keep this? This is a lot.
Ash, I mean, it's only got half of its uses left, so there's only 3 pots of paint in there. Please, I insist you take it. I don't need it. I have many ways of opening my own doors, so who knows? You might use it. You're very creative, so... Anyways.
Thank you. Very generous. I will make sure I only use it for when we really need it.
I would advise that, because getting this paint, it's not easy. Okay. Oh, as he steps up and heads up, he sort of gets a Nephi to hold his arm as they sort of wave to you all and step past. And I'd say this happens just as Seamus sort of finishes the game and heads over to the Yakutus. Good night, everybody. Yes. Oh, sorry. Yes.
Here, yeah. Here you go.
Arya, do you want to take your daughter, or should a Nephi? I could use your hand, Nephi. Yes, I'll take. As Arya
while
steps
they're
over to you.
having that conversation, Judge will just quickly pull out. It's a symbol from his temple, like a holy symbol, and it's pretty shiny. It's pretty brand new, and I guess he'll like kind of jingle it towards it like Quinn as like a little toy or something, and just kind of hand it to her. And yeah, it'll just give it to her. It's big enough to where she can't like choke on it or do anything.
Yeah.
It's safe. So he'll just kind of give her that and then hand the kid to.
Yeah, as she
Arya.
sort of nods to you. She's very fond of you, Dutch. Well, yes. Well, let me head up to. I might go back to my tent. It was lovely to meet you, Mirabelle. And Diego, you remember which one's my tent, right? Okay. See you later. Have a good night. As she winks to you, and you see the four of them sort of step off to the side and
before Arya heads out,
Mhm.
My bracelet that I made is ready.
Perfect. Yes, it would
so
be.
before she hands Quinn over back to Arya, I'll like do this like slight incantation, like a bit of sparkly.
Ooh.
Walk up
Mhm.
and like, I made this for Quinn. Let her be blessed by the stars and have good fortune.
Oh, you're too kind. Oh, Silas.
It's nothing. It's nothing.
This is beautiful. Quinn, come here. As she's like wrestling with her child to try and get up on her. Beautiful. As she's like gnawing on it. Well, it appears
It's
she likes
harmless,
it.
so she can't like. It's not poisonous or anything. Just
I would hope not. No, I trust you. I trust you. Wow, you're very handsome in the firelight, I will say. Anyways, have a wonderful night, everybody. Ashira, I will see you in the morning, yes?
Of course, I will be here.
Perfect. And Remus, as he sees that you say this about the stars, Silas, he looks to you. Master Druid, in the morning, we should have a conversation, you and me, about this circle that you worship. I feel I might be able to give you some information about it. I know of the stars and the circle of stars as well. Speak in the morning. I'm quite tired now, but may the stars be with you.
And with you.
As the four of them head off, and I'd say that as Arya walks by, her tail sort of touches your chin, Diego, and sort of strokes it lightly, so that your head turns almost fortunate, and she goes, "Oh, sorry," and they sort of head up, and they start heading up to their campsites. And I would say that as you guys, before you all go to your tents, actually, let's have you go to your tents, then we'll call it. Where does everybody go? Do you all head upstairs? Do you sort of camp out down here at the bottom by the campfire?
Judge is gonna go into sentry mode down by the fire. He's just gonna be pulling security tonight. He's gonna do his normal thing.
Perfect.
He'll just tell the party if they need to wake him up throughout the night to pull shift. Just wake him up.
I race to my tent, not talking to anyone.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
Elirr, I guess, would actually come back down there, kind of flying there, but like in a limping way.
You guys
if
can
will.
see he's looking a bit rough. It's a little bit bloodied.
I'll heal him real quick, and then I'll go in sentry.
Cool. Ashira?
Ashira is, as everybody's sort of walking off, gonna go over to the Yakutas for a moment and just like, whew.
Perfect. Yeah. And maybe you stroke them or something whilst they're sleeping. And they sort of, one would open their eyes and look at you. And like, you see the little tuft of tail just wag slightly as you do so. And it sort of nuzzles into your hand. Silas.
Silas would position himself underneath this beautiful bush of flowers.
Very nice.
Because he doesn't need to be in a tent. And he was like witness of the conversation that Ashira had with her granddad, so he heard a lot. So while she is like going past, I would just, I don't know, squeeze her arm gently, like, no worries, without anything happening, just to let her know, like, it's fine. I heard it, but it's
to reassure
okay.
her, yeah.
To reassure, yeah. Just positioning myself underneath the flowers, rolling out my bedroll.
Perfect. Yep. And then we've got... Let's go with Zell. Where's Zell? What's he doing?
I think Zell will come out of the forest clearing, kind of see everyone in the distance, but see Ashira nearby with the actors. And I guess Ashira, if she looks at him, just sees really puffy eyes and like a tear rolling down his face. And he just goes over and he sits with Ashira and he sits with the actors. And some more tears kind of go down his face, but he doesn't say anything as of right now.
Mhm.
He just sits there.
I think Ashira, you know how like if an animal lies on its side and they have like legs, belly, legs.
Mm-hmm.
Ashira sort of sitting in the cove of it, and she just pats the spot beside her.
Mm-hmm.
She like is just sort of like nods towards it.
Yeah, Zell joins her and just like starts crying a bit more.
Okay. Perfect. Then we'll pick up from there next session. Last but not least, Elirr and Diego. What are you guys doing? Where do you go?
This was some tough reading. But shall we get some rest? I'm very confused.
Yeah, you would set up your tent probably here, I'd say. Maybe.
Yeah.
Just underneath the clearing.
Not too far for sure.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. And Judge, you're on sentry. Diego, what is it that you do?
I think Diego is trying to suppress all thoughts in his head right now because of something that people have said to him recently about how his headaches are caused by flirtation, about how he is cursed in some way, and he is trying to suppress any thoughts and emotions in his head about the entire ordeal. Obviously, Arya has been very flirtatious with Diego since coming here, and he's really tried to not think in that manner at all, because he knows that maybe if it is Talia herself that's doing this, he knows that there'll be some sort of repercussion. He's also then thinking about some of the stuff that Mirabelle has said to him this evening, and also trying to suppress anything that's said there, because, again, he knows that there'll be some sort of consequence. And then he's sort of like staring at his hand, because Ashira made this reading, which everything she's read of him before or heard of has all come true. And he's just sort of like looking at this in the firelight. And I think at this moment, rather than thinking about those around him, he stares up at the sky and under his breath, softly, he just says, Talia, if you can hear this, I think it's time we talk.
And then you stay up your tent?
I think he sleeps out under the stars by the campfire.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
He doesn't go anywhere. He stays where he is.
Perfect. Next to Judge. Perfect. And I think before we take up what happens with the rest of the evening, I think that is a good place to call tonight's session. As a lot of information was given to you guys about a lot of different things. Some interesting dynamics are coming up. Some interesting thoughts. There's a lot to process before next session. But yes, thank you everybody for playing. Thank you for watching. And until next time, bye-bye.